Very good morning. We have, there is no word to explain our feeling. Because for the past several months, we are in a very big trouble. There are so many cases are pending before the so many various courts. The final decision by the SLP, given by the Supreme Court in favor of an EPS, who is the leader of opposition in Tamil Nadu, who was the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. He finally won the battle. We were in, there is no word to express our feelings. And Mr. OPS filed a case before the Supreme Court against the order passed by the Madras High Court bench order. The same has been set aside. Uphold the order by the Supreme Court. They dismissed all the petitions filed by Mr. OPS. There is no other option. Every option has been exhausted by Mr. OPS. This is the final chance. The same has been ruled over. There is no further option. And after 11/7/2022, we conducted a general body meeting that has been as per bylaw of the AIADMK. There is no deviation. There is no violation in law. The same has been allowed by the Supreme Court. After taking the decision by Mr. Edapadi Palanichami by 11/7, all the actions, deletion and inclusion, everything has been accepted by the Supreme Court. The interim general secretary appointed by the General Council by Mr. Edapadi Palanichami has been approved by the Supreme Court. And very soon we are going to conduct the inter-party election for General Secretary. That has to be within a month. Definitely, Edapadi Palanichami will conduct the election and become the General Secretary of the party after our leader Amma.
So one last reaction from you. Any message that you would want to give to the EPS faction leaders, and what changes can we really expect within the AIADMK in the days to come?
No, this is a wonderful judgment by the Supreme Court. From the day one, I am traveling with the case, being an advocate. I am traveling with the case up to Delhi. I very much confident. Definitely, an EPS will win the battle. Because we have 96% of the General Council and Executive Committee Council's member support, whereas out of 66 MLAs, 62 MLAs in support of an EPS, out of 6 MPs, 4 MPs in support of an EPS. In total, the majority of the MLAs, MPs and General Council members in support of Mr. Edapadi Palanichami. This is the only thing is in very favor of our case. Based on which we placed the arguments before the Supreme Court and we won the battle. Hereafter, definitely, the AIADMK is a very big, strong opposition party in Tamil Nadu. Definitely, in the year 2024, we are going to win a very big margin in the MP election, as well as 2026. Definitely, we will form the government in the leadership of Edapadi Palanichami.
All right, appreciate you speaking to us. So Murugavil, AIADMK leader speaking to Republic, saying that they welcome the Supreme Court order. This, of course, has come as a big win for the EPS camp. And as we speak, there are celebrations also taking place at the office of the AIADMK. Varshini, of course, continues to be with us. Varshini, any reaction you've been able to pick up from the OPS faction?
Well, Samiksha, the OPS faction would definitely be very devastated at this point of time with this kind of a verdict coming out from the Supreme Court. And though we are trying to reach out to these leaders and get a word from them about what would be their next course of action regarding this, because this has come as a very big end point to all the issue tussle and the debate that has been going on and on for the past few months in the state of Tamil Nadu. Therefore, we'll have to see. As of now, OPS is being unavailable for a comment. We are trying to reach him, and as soon as we will be able to reach him, we will definitely get a reaction from OPS himself, because this is going to change the entire course of the party's future. And now, considering the fact that Edapadi Palanichami will be taking over the single leadership of the party, and now that it has been authorized by the Supreme Court, it will very soon be accepted and authorized by the Election Commission of India as well. Therefore, this is definitely going to be a very big, decision that OPS has to fight against. Therefore, if he will be leaving now that he has been expelled from the party on July 11th General Council, and that is being upheld by the Supreme Court, we'll have to see what his plans are. If he's going to fight it out, do something else to make sure that he still has a hold in the party, or if he's going to move out of the party, step aside. It's going to be a big decision. Whatever comes from OPS is going to be after being in the party for many years now. This is definitely going to be a big ask from OPS, and that is exactly what we are waiting to hear from him as well.
Varshini, just stay with us while we put out those visuals right now on our screens. Those are the visuals coming in from the AIADMK headquarters in Chennai, where you can see the EPS faction leaders who are seen celebrating after the Supreme Court upheld the interim order of the Madras High Court. And we're given to understand with this order now, EPS has gained full control of the AIADMK, and with this, which has of course come as a big setback for the OPS faction. We have Varshini who continues to be with us. Varshini, if you can put this into context for us quickly, how many leaders are really on side of the EPS faction?
Definitely, yes, Samiksha. If you see, the AIADMK party is all about the General Council and the members. Any decision in the party would be taken by the General Council members entirely. And this General Council meeting that decided the fate of the party happened on July 11th, and that exactly is why both the factions are fighting out for a proper acceptance and validation of that particular July 11th General Council meeting. And if you see, there are almost 2,600 plus General Council members who are currently a part of the AIADMK, and almost 2,400 plus General Council members are in favor of Edappadi K. Palaniswamy. And if you see, these 2,400 plus count is very important for Edappadi K. Palaniswamy to make sure they are intact and they are in support of him to make carry forward with the party. And if you if we have to be even more precise, there are 66 MLAs of the AIADMK who won in the recent state assembly elections of 2021, and out of the 66, almost 62 MLAs are in favor of Edappadi K. Palaniswamy. These four being OPS and OPS himself and two other supporters of him. And if you see about the MPs, there are 6 MPs who belong to the AIADMK party in the parliament, and out of the 6, 4 people are in favor of EPS, and the remaining 2 is one OPS's son himself. Therefore, if you see, this is definitely a very big support that has been pouring in for EPS right from the beginning, the single leadership issue.
அதாவது இந்த வரலாற்று மிக்க இந்த சிறப்பு வந்து ஒரு தொண்டர்களால் நாங்கள் எதிர்பார்க்கப்பட்ட ஒன்றுதான். ஆனால்
All right, so the visuals there on your screens right now of the OPS, in fact, the EPS camp that is seen celebrating after the Supreme Court verdict that has now upheld the order of the Madras High Court. Remember, it was an interim order that was passed by the Madras High Court, which has now, of course, been upheld by the Supreme Court. With this, the ex-Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, EPS, remains remains the boss of the AIADMK. He has regained the full control of the AIADMK. With this, the order has come as a big setback for the OPS faction, and like Varshini was telling us, 66 MLAs to be precise are on side of the EPS, whereas 4 leaders are on side of OPS camp. So that's of course the latest that is coming in. Varshini, if you can give us a sense as to what can we really expect the changes within the AIADMK in the days to come.
Samiksha, if you see, after the July 11 General Council, Edappadi K. Palaniswamy was made the interim General Secretary with the support of the General Council members. But according to the bylaws of the AIADMK party, if somebody has to become the General Secretary of the party, they have to go through a internal party election, and the votes of all the General Council members and the Executive Council members are very crucial for somebody to become the General Secretary of the party, and that election will be soon held is what is being expected. because obviously after this General Council meeting, there has been so many issues, and both EPS faction and OPS faction had to fight it out really hard in the courts in the country. Therefore, now that it has been validated, Edappadi K. Palaniswamy will immediately conduct an internal party election, and he will be, he will be elected as the General Secretary of the party. Therefore, giving him the powers of the entire single leadership of the party in the upcoming days. So that would be the first thing that can be expected to happen in the AIADMK party, making sure that he is the rightful General Secretary of the party, not interim anymore. Therefore, that could be expected as a first change. Later on, the party, O. Paneerselvam also held positions, several positions apart from the coordinator. He also held positions of treasurer and other important executive committee leadership, etc. So these kind of positions have interimly filled by several other leaders, and there will be steps taken to make sure that these other leaders who are holding positions in the party now interimly will also be made permanent until the next term ends. Therefore, these kind of party positioning, the party leaders who are given important positions in the party will be sorted out in the upcoming days, is what we can expect. And now that this party leadership issue is over, we can also expect that Edappadi K. Palaniswamy will be getting down in full swing to be the opposition party that the state of Tamil Nadu has been lacking for a lot of days, and the state of Tamil Nadu did not have the leading opposition party rise out and come out for a really long time. So this is high time that Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, now becoming the General Secretary of the party, should come out and start his proper works and proper functioning as the leading opposition party. And that is what we can expect from the AIADMK party under the single leadership of Edappadi K. Palaniswamy moving forward.
Yes, Varshini, stay with us while we give our viewers a sense of the visuals that are playing out on the screens right now. You can see the supporters of EPS very elated, completely, in fact, very elated and euphoric, seen celebrating. In fact, not just this, they are even seen pouring milk at that banner of EPS. So yes, 66 MLAs are on side of OPS and 4 MLAs are on side of OPS. We have Kawai Satyan joining us of the AIADMK. Firstly, congratulations, the Supreme Court upholding the interim order that was passed by the Madras High Court. How do you view this order? And two, what changes can we expect within the AIADMK in the days to come?
The party is all set to get its third General Secretary. Interim General Secretary, Edappadi at EPS, is all the way to become the General Secretary of the party. And this verdict has indeed given the much needed clarity. And it's a slap on the face of DMK and the traitors of the party joining hands to split this party through all backdoor and illegal means. And this verdict has really brought in a much more clarity, and the camp is jubilant. 1.5 crore cadres are jubilant, and they are celebrating across Tamil Nadu.
All right, appreciate you speaking to us.
OPS,
Yes, please complete your point.
Like VK Sindha, who has filed a case in the civil court and waiting for 6-7 years. And OPS will be alive along with Shashikala in disputes in judiciary, not in public.
All right, Mr. Satyan, I appreciate you speaking to us. So, Kawai Satyan of the AIADMK saying that the Supreme Court order has given a much needed clarity to the AIADMK. The visuals, of course, on your screens where you see the supporters of EPS elated, seen pouring milk at that banner of EPS. All right, to another news break coming in, this one of the fresh video we've accessed of Sukesh Chandrashekhar. Inside the jail, you can see that that's in fact the CCTV that we've accessed of Sukesh Chandrashekhar while he is lodged in the jail in a money laundering case. Remember, this is a 100 crore, in fact, a scam that amounts to crores of rupees, for which he's lodged in the jail. The visuals there on your screens is the CCTV that we've accessed from inside the jail, where you can see him weeping. We'll try and go across to Piyush Ori as well to get us more details and tell us exactly what we can what we can see in those CCTV visuals that we've accessed. But of course, the visuals are on your screens right now of conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar. So the visuals there on your screens right now of Sukesh Chandrashekhar while he's inside the jail, lodged in a money laundering case, a 200 crore scam for which he's lodged in the Tihar jail. So of course the visuals there on your screens right now, where you can see conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar in the jail. So the visuals there on your screens right now, in which he's seen in a distressed mode. We'll try and get more details on this, but for now, slipping into a very short break.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad.
All right. Right, cutting across to these visuals that are coming in that we've accessed of conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar inside the Tihar jail. In the visuals that we've accessed from inside the Tihar jail, where he is seen weeping in front of the jailer. Now, he's lodged in the Tihar jail in a money laundering case which amounts to 200 crore rupees. He's in fact a prime accused in this 200 crore case for which he's been lodged inside the Tihar jail. The visuals right now are on your screens where he's seen crying in front of the jailer. Also remember the fresh charges that have been levelled against Sukesh Chandrashekhar pertain to 3.5 crore that Malvinder Singh's wife has alleged to have paid conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar after she was conned. That this money would be used to bail her husband out. So remember another fresh case that was lodged against conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar just very recently. The visuals right now on your screens are from Tihar jail where he's seen weeping in front of the jailer. He was earlier also arrested by the ED in a PMLA case, a money laundering case, where he is alleged to have duped Aditi Singh, the wife of Malvinder Singh's brother Shivinder Singh. We slip into a very short break for now, but on the other side, we'll get you the latest from the national capital, where face-off continues between the BJP and the AIADMK party over the ruckus that was seen inside the Civic Centre in Delhi. Also coming up on the other side, yet another loyalist dumps Vadra Congress, launches a scathing attack.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hatin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement had been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hatin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement had been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hatin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement had been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hatin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement had been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this
Now, the MCD proceedings are adjourned for the 13th time amidst the ruckus. The national capital. Is this what you voted for? Ballot bow and podium throw. Councillors exchange blows. Ugly scenes play out in the Civic House. Complete chaos at the MCD house, but the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP blame game continues to rage on. Yet another loyalist dumps the Vadra Congress, launches a scathing attack. The top court puts an end to the AIADMK leadership debate. EPS to remain interim general secretary.
ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन मिशन के माध्यम से भारत हर साल 5 MMT ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन के प्रोडक्शन का लक्ष्य लेकर चल रहा है।
And big green push in the budget. The Prime Minister says the move will benefit the generations to come. Good morning and thank you very much for staying with us on Republic TV. This is Live and Breaking. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. Straight on to news that we are getting from Delhi right now, where there has been another raid on Sukesh Chandrashekhar inside the jail where he's staying. Now, pictures on your screen are of a video that Republic TV has accessed. It is what appears to be a big raid that was conducted on Sukesh Chandrashekhar in the Mandoli jail. We are learning that Gucci slippers worth about 1.5 lakh rupees and 2 pieces of clothing worth 80,000 rupees were recovered from Sukesh's cell in Mandoli jail. Now, CCTV footage also shows that Sukesh was stunned when the jailer Deepak Sharma and Jai Singh raided his cell with the CRPF. So that's that is all the stuff that has been taken out from the jail cell of Sukesh Chandrashekhar. There you can see it that these people appear to be coming in to his jail cell. Now, what we are learning is that in this raid, there was there were certain things that were confiscated. These included luxury goods worth a large amount of money. Piyush Ori is joining us on the broadcast. He has more on this. Piyush, tell us more in terms of what's happened.
So yes, Nupur, there was a raid that was conducted at the jail ward of Sukesh Chandrashekhar by Delhi police officials after it came to the notice of the Delhi officials that there were some very expensive items which was being kept in store by Sukesh Chandrashekhar, and which was kept in store by Sukesh Chandrashekhar. And following this, the Delhi police officials have been able to seize some very luxurious items that was kept in store by Sukesh Chandrashekhar. Now, this is another jolt to Sukesh Chandrashekhar. Earlier also in the jail authorities, it was revealed that Sukesh was in connivance with certain jail officials in which, he was able to get in touch with several other people outside through mobile phones. So yes, following this, there was a raid that was conducted at Sukesh Chandrashekhar, and the Delhi police officials have been able to seize certain luxurious items from Sukesh Chandrashekhar. But yes, some very dramatic scenes can also be witnessed that following this raid, he was seen weeping in front of the Delhi police officials and again tries to plead his innocence. Back to the studio.
Right, do stay with us. We're going to come back to you in just a bit, Piyush. But as Piyush is pointing out, of course, this appears to be a massive raid that has been conducted on Sukesh Chandrashekhar. Do remember that there have been allegations of him running a conman racket from inside the jail as well. And in these particular raids, we are told that were conducted by the jailer Deepak Sharma and Jai Singh. who raided his cell along with the CRPF. Luxury goods have been seized. Piyush, of course, is bringing us more details. Now, Piyush, any clarification yet as to what all was seized from inside his prison cell? Piyush, if you can hear me, any clarifications in terms of what all was seized from his jail cell? We are learning that luxury items were seized.
So yes, Nupur, as I told you that what the Delhi police officials have been able to recover from Sukesh is his pair of luxurious jeans, which he had kept in, and also along with it some luxurious Gucci shoe wear. So these are certain items that have been seized by the Delhi police. It is also going to be revealed further that were there some more items, some very sensitive items which were there in store of Sukesh, which also include monetary items. So all this is going to be revealed to us further by the Delhi police official sources. But yes, so far as what we have been told is that there were certain luxurious items that were in store of Sukesh Chandrashekhar within the jail ward complex, and this has been seized by the Delhi police official following the raid. Back to the studio.
Now, also what I wanted to understand, Piyush, is that what is the limit on the kind of items that under trials can keep with them in the prison cell? Now, just to give our viewers an overview of, the illegalities involved in this.
So, Nupur, this is something which, you have raised a very pertinent question. Ideally, you should not keep any of these luxurious items within the jail. But what we have been seeing earlier also in case of Sukesh is that, he has been in connivance with several officials in Tihar as well as in Mandoli. In fact, prior to this, there were also certain officials in jail complex that were suspended because they were in connivance with Sukesh and helping him to get in touch with several other people outside through mobile phones. So yes, what has been shocking is that despite knowing such irregularities that has been happening with Sukesh within the jail complex, these cases continue to happen. And this raid by the Delhi police officials has once again raised several irregularities that is happening within the jail complex in context with Sukesh Chandrashekhar. Back to you in the studio.
All right. So as you're pointing out, of course, there appears to be several types of irregularities that are in place now. You are telling us, of course, that he was raided by the jailer Deepak Sharma along with others in this. So are the police also looking at who perhaps could be conniving with him to allow him to bring these luxurious items into the prison cell?
Well, Nupur, you can definitely understand that a person, a con man who has his interest all over the country, keeping such luxurious items, and that too in a very sensitive jail complex, cannot be made possible without the connivance of other jail officials. Now, yes, this raid has been conducted. Certain luxurious items have been seized. What action now would be taken by the Delhi police officials on those who have been conniving with him and making him keep these luxurious items, only time will tell. But so far as what we have been told is that action has been taken on Sukesh Chandrashekhar following this raid, and we could see the dramatic images of him weeping in front of the jail officials who raided him. But now only time will tell that what further action will be taken on Sukesh Chandrashekhar and also those officials who knew about him keeping such items within the jail complex and thereby conniving with him to make such criminal irregularities within the jail complex. Back to you in the studio.
All right, so pictures on your screen right now are of the raid that was conducted by these jail officials on Sukesh Chandrashekhar. We are given to understand that a large number of, at least some luxury items were seized from his jail cell. These amounted to quite a bit of money, and Piyush Ori is of course bringing us the latest on that. We are of course awaiting further action on this. All right, Piyush, if I could come back to you now. Piyush, in cases like this one, what is the usual practice that is followed after the raid? And also, if you can give us some background into how many raids have earlier been conducted against him.
So, Nupur, as what we know is that prior to this also, there were certain raids that were conducted on Sukesh Chandrashekhar following the deeds, and in that, there was some action that was taken against certain jail officials within Tihar, in which it was known that they were conniving with Sukesh Chandrashekhar in having him keep the mobile phones through which he was getting in touch with several other people outside. In fact, let me just tell you that he was able to con Shivinder Singh, the Ranbaxy founder's wife, while he was in jail. So these are some very shocking details that had come to fore. Following this, yes, he was shifted to Mandoli jail because the police wanted to keep a check on him and the police wanted to take some action and keep a check on Sukesh Chandra's activities. But now, after this raid has been conducted and the police has been able to seize some luxurious items along with some money from Sukesh Chandrashekhar, it will be interesting to see that what actions will be taken not only on Sukesh Chandrashekhar but also on those officials who knew about probably that Sukesh Chandrashekhar had been keeping this luxurious items. And
right, stay with us. Stay with us, Piyush. I'm going to come back to you. Sunil Gupta, the former chief PRO of Tihar Jail, is joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Gupta, thank you for speaking to us on Republic TV. Mr. Gupta, this is yet another raid that has been conducted on Sukesh Chandrashekhar. We are told that luxury items worth a lot of money have been found. Now, for our viewers, can you explain to us what under trials essentially are allowed to keep within their jail premises, within their jail cells, and also that obviously, all of this could not have happened without the connivance of other jail authorities?
Yes. You see, if an under trial or convict, they are only allowed to keep bare minimum necessity of the life. Like they are allowed to keep 3 sets of underclothes and then 3 sets of shirts and pant. Because under trial is not required to wear the prison uniform, so they can keep their private clothing which Sukesh is keeping. But having these expensive items, like you are having expensive watch, money, you are having these expensive jeans, expensive chapels. So this is prohibited under the rules. And when these are caught by someone either from the outside of the jail, by the police action, or by the headquarter action, or by the superintendent jail action, normally in such cases, the punishment is put up before the superintendent jail and he is the competent authority to grant punishment. And he can punish the Sukesh Chandrashekhar by withdrawing the privileges which have been granted to him, like TV facility, like canteen facilities, like interview facilities. These could be temporarily withdrawn by the superintendent jail as a mode of punishment in such cases. And apparently, you see, when he is having such expensive articles, they can't go inside the jail without the connivance of the prison staff. There must be connivance, and they must inquire into how who has committed this connivance, and accordingly, they should also punish the prison staff.
Now, Mr. Gupta, also, isn't there seem to be a systemic problem, because he was in Tihar jail and he was making these phone calls and still running a con show from there. And now, he's shifted to the Mandoli jail and still that continues in a sense because he's allowed to get all these expensive articles into prison.
You see, I have spent around 35 years as a supervisory officer of the jail. This happened whenever many people are coming to the prison. This happened with every prisoner, with every jail superintendent. Basically, when somebody is much money, very rich, they try to buy this stuff. And Sukesh by the system, this is at least proved by his action. And so he is committing these repeated violations.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you very much for joining us on this broadcast. Sir, and thank you for explaining to us what happened. So that was the former chief PRO over there of the Tihar jail telling us that obviously there are irregularities that are being are happening at the Mandoli jail as well. Now moving on, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the first post-budget webinar on green growth today at 10 this morning. The Prime Minister said that the webinar focuses on aspects relating to green growth in this year's budget.
2014 के बाद से भारत में जितने भी बजट आए हैं उनमें एक पैटर्न रहा है। पैटर्न ये है कि हमारी सरकार का हर बजट वर्तमान चुनौतियों के समाधान के साथ ही न्यू एज रिफॉर्म्स को आगे बढ़ाता रहा है। ग्रीन ग्रोथ और एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन के लिए भारत की रणनीति के 3 मुख्य स्तंभ रहे हैं। पहला, रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी का प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाना। दूसरा, अपनी अर्थव्यवस्था में फॉसिल फ्यूल का इस्तेमाल कम करना। और तीसरा, देश के अंदर गैस बेस्ड इकोनॉमी के तरफ तेज गति से आगे बढ़ना। इसी रणनीति के तहत चाहे इथेनॉल ब्लेंडिंग हो, पीएम कुसुम योजना हो, सोलर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के लिए इंसेंटिव देना हो, रूफटॉप सोलर स्कीम हो, कोल गैसिफिकेशन हो, बैटरी स्टोरेज हो, बीते वर्षों के बजट में अनेक महत्वपूर्ण घोषणाएं हुई हैं। इस साल के बजट में भी इंडस्ट्री के लिए ग्रीन क्रेडिट्स हैं, तो किसानों के लिए पीएम प्रणाम योजना है। इसमें गांवों के लिए गोवर्धन योजना है, तो शहरी क्षेत्रों के लिए व्हीकल स्क्रैपिंग पॉलिसी है। इसमें ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन पर बल है, तो वेटलैंड कंजर्वेशन पर भी उतना ही फोकस है। ग्रीन ग्रोथ को लेकर इस साल के बजट में जो प्रावधान किए गए हैं वो एक तरह से हमारी भावी पीढ़ी के उज्जवल भविष्य का शिलान्यास है। फ्रेंड्स, भारत रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी रिसोर्सेज में जितना कमांडिंग पोजीशन में होगा उतना ही बड़ा बदलाव वो पूरे विश्व में ला सकता है।
The top sports news this morning. Australians are one step away from making their 7th consecutive T20 World Cup final, but standing in their way is India, the only team to have beaten them in the 20-over format in the past 23 months. The remarkable career of James Anderson continues to reach new heights as the England quick overtook Australia captain Pat Cummins and India spinner Ravichandran Ashwin to become the #1 ranked bowler on the latest MRF Tyres ICC men's test rankings. Reacting to Virat Kohli breaking Sachin Tendulkar's staggering world record, the former India opener Gautam Gambhir has said that the USP of Kohli is that he has been equally successful in all conditions. After going unbeaten in the group stages, both England and Australia finished top of their pools, with India and South Africa making up the final 2 spots. Adidas is all set to take over as the kit sponsors for the Indian cricket team. Reports say that the sports goods giant will take over from Killer in June in a 5-year deal. Adidas is all set to take over as kit sponsors. Carlos Alcaraz was sidelined for 4 months with a leg muscle injury and returned to the tour last week at the Argentina Open, where he dropped only 1 set en route to his first title since his Grand Slam breakthrough in the US Open last year. He said that he doesn't feel pressure to topple Djokovic from the top, but has set it as a key goal for 2023. Novak Djokovic on Wednesday said that he was hoping for a positive outcome shortly, having applied for a special permission to enter the United States to compete the ATP Masters 1000 events in India, Wales and Miami to begin next month. Djokovic added that he would return to the ATP Tour in Dubai next week after winning a record-extending 10th Australian Open title in his 22nd Grand Slam last month. Barcelona will face the best Manchester United team for many years in the second leg of the European League knockout round tie at Old Trafford. The La Liga leaders coach Xavi Hernandez has said on Wednesday, after fighting back to earn the 2-2 draw with the Premier League side in a pulsating game at Camp Nou. Xavi said that he believes that his team will need to be at their best on Thursday to advance to the last 16. Everton and Liverpool were fined by the Football Association on Wednesday for failing to control their players following a mass confrontation during the Merseyside derby earlier this month. Both clubs admitted their failure to ensure that their players and benches conducted themselves in an orderly fashion and refrained from provocative behaviour, the FA said in a statement.
आपको सजा भुगतनी ही पड़ेगी। कब तक बचेंगे? अभी तो शराब घोटाला है, उसमें आपको अंदर जाना है। दोस्तों, आज ये प्रचंड प्रदर्शन हो रहा है और अभी जो खबरें आ रही हैं, पूरी दिल्ली के चारों ओर हमारी बसें जो है वो आ रही हैं और बसों के कारण ही इतना ट्रैफिक जो है इधर जाम हो रहा है। तो दोस्तों, हमने आज प्रचंड प्रदर्शन करना है और आप आदमी के कार्यालय में इतना इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूं। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
All right, so pictures on your screen are of a protest that are taking place. This is the BJP that is protesting against the Aam Aadmi Party. Do remember that there's been absolute mayhem and chaos in the MCD House over the past 2 days. In fact, the House was adjourned this morning for the 17th time and will be reconvening, I think, tomorrow now. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP have essentially had the latest face-off over the election to about 6 councillors to the standing committee.
इस्तीफा दो, इस्तीफा दो। धन्यवाद। मनीष सिसोदिया इस्तीफा दो। तेरी तानाशाही, जासूसी कांड में दिल्ली सरकार से खर्च किया हुआ पैसा केजरीवाल ने महरौली जिले के जिलाध्यक्ष नरेश जोशी जी से आग्रह करूंगा कि संक्षेप में हम सबको संबोधित करें। सम्मानित मंच और आप सभी भाजपा के
So the BJP, of course, over there continuing to protest against the Aam Aadmi Party. The BJP on its part, of course, says that the AAP is to be blamed for the ruckus inside the MCD House. And still to come, Eknath Shinde is to chair a key meeting today.
has been done, and there you can see the sloganeering, Zindabad, Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelley Oberoi, I can see Shelley Oberoi there. She's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelley Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganeering, Zindabad, Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelley Oberoi, I can see Shelley Oberoi there. She's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelley Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganeering, Zindabad, Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelley Oberoi, I can see Shelley Oberoi there. She's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelley Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganeering, Zindabad, Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelley Oberoi, I can see Shelley Oberoi there. She's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelley Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the
Good afternoon and welcome. You're watching Live and Breaking on Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. A look at the top headlines we're tracking here on Republic. MCD proceedings are adjourned for the 13th time amidst the ruckus in the national capital. Is this what you voted for? Ballot blow and podium throw. Councillors exchange blows. Ugly scenes play out in the civil house. It's complete chaos at the MCD house, but the AIADMK party and the BJP blame game continues to rage on. Yet another loyalist dumps the Congress, launches a scathing attack. The top court puts an end to the AIADMK leadership debate. EPS is to remain the interim general secretary.
नेशनल ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन मिशन के माध्यम से भारत हर साल 5 MMT ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन के प्रोडक्शन का लक्ष्य लेकर चल रहा है.
And it is a big green energy push in the budget. The Prime Minister says the move will benefit generations to come. Well, it is a big setback to OPS as the Supreme Court has confirmed the order of the Madras High Court Division Bench, which allowed Palaniswamy to continue as the interim General Secretary of the party. Now, do remember that earlier there was an order that was passed by the Madras High Court, and that is the order that has been upheld now by the Supreme Court. So essentially, the Supreme Court has upheld the order which had allowed Edappadi Palaniswamy to continue as the interim General Secretary of the AIADMK. The Supreme Court has rejected O. Paneerselvam's plea challenging the Madras High Court division bench order earlier on. Now, this of course will come as a huge relief for OPS obviously, and will also set the path forward for the AIADMK. Varshini, give us more details about the kind of reactions that are coming into this order from the Supreme Court. Now, obviously, the leadership tussle will appear to have been settled with this order now.
Well, absolutely, yes, Nupur, that is exactly is the situation prevailing here. EPS faction is celebrating their big win today. They are, very determined. They were very determined on getting this single leadership, and now we can see that this single leadership has been obtained by Edappadi Palaniswamy's faction. And since this July 11 General Council, that was happened where a lot of bylaws were, where a lot of bylaws were amended, where a lot of, resolutions were passed. That is exactly what is being upheld, that is being validated, and that exactly is the biggest win for Edappadi Palaniswamy in AIADMK headquarters. Right now, we can see how much, the cadres and the functionaries are happy. When we spoke to the former minister, D. Jayakumar, he also mentioned about how this was supposed to happen, this is meant to happen, and that is exactly has taken place now. You can see all these visuals where we can see that all the setup is getting ready for the biggest welcome back for Edappadi Palaniswamy as the General Secretary in the AIADMK office. Therefore, AIADMK is definitely now under the hands of Edappadi Palaniswamy, and they...
Video that has been tweeted by the BJP. Now, according to this video, the BJP has alleged that the Aam Aadmi Party in fact broke the ballot box. Now, do remember that in the ensuing chaos yesterday, there were very unruly scenes that we witnessed in the MCD house, and one of the allegations essentially was that the ballot box was manhandled by people from the BJP, but the BJP has hit back now and has released this video. All right, let's also go across to Piyush Mishra, who's reporting live on this now. Piyush, this is a video that's been released by the BJP. Now, they seem to suggest that it was actually the AAP that broke the ballot box. But the fact of the matter also is, Piyush, that both parties are equally responsible right now of the ruckus that we see in the MCD house. I mean, it was no holds barred yesterday.
Well, certainly, remember that House ran for more than 24 hours since yesterday when the House had reconvened for the fourth time. We saw it started with the massive ruckus which took place there inside the House. Now the video has been tweeted by Delhi BJP where they have said that how Aam Aadmi Party councillor had slapped one of the BJP councillors, and they did not stop there. In fact, we also saw the pictures of exchanging brawls. We saw pictures of the councillors getting in one-to-one scuffle. In fact, the paper was thrown from one corner to another corner. Fruits were thrown, bottles were thrown at each other. So unruly scenes have been seen there inside the House. And now what we are given to understand is that a war of words has begun. Both the parties are now blaming each other for the kind of ruckus which reported yesterday, which we saw there inside the House. What we're now learning is that BJP is going to do a massive protest there against the mayor, Shelley O'Brien. In fact, Shelley O'Brien has come out and said that it was BJP's mayor, BJP's councillor Rekha Gupta and BJP's councillor Amritpal who were involved into not only throwing the podium but also tearing the ballot papers. We have spoken to both the individuals where they are now saying that they should not be held responsible for this, as it was the Aam Aadmi Party councillors who were doing that. So we have seen the kind of unruly behavior, war of words, and also one-to-one scuffle taking place. Both the parties are now blaming each other. Yesterday, Arvind Kejriwal also came out and tweeted the tweet which was done by Shelley O'Brien, where she claimed that she was attacked by BJP councillors. We'll have to wait and watch how tomorrow's House is going to function. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. the House has again been called in. It has been adjourned until 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Right.
We can expect elections to take place of standing committee. What is the entire problem is about? Let us tell to viewers that why there is a ruckus taking place. In fact, what BJP is saying that they want to have a peaceful elections of the standing committee of members, but Aam Aadmi Party is saying that it's the BJP which is trying to...
If you can hear me, just do stay with us. We're going to come back to you, but we are going to go across to pictures that we are getting now from the national capital.
आपको क्या जरूरत पड़ी एक अलग से सीक्रेट सर्विस एजेंसी डेवलप करने की? आपने 2016 में उसका बजट 1 करोड़ सैंक्शन किया, ये भाजपा नहीं कह रही है, कागज कह रहे हैं, डॉक्यूमेंट कह रहे हैं। और आपने उससे एसयूवी गाड़ी खरीदी, आपने उससे मोटरसाइकिल खरीदी, आपने उससे डेटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर बैठाए, आपने उससे
सारे आरोप है आपके पास, इसके पेपर है आपके पास,
मैं डॉक्यूमेंट पे देने को तैयार हूँ। सीबीआई ने जो अब उनके खिलाफ जो सेक्शन 17A के तहत केस किया है, उन्होंने यही तो कहा है कि जब आपने एलजी को नहीं बताया जिनके अंडर लॉ एंड ऑर्डर आता है, आपने कैसे एक इंडिपेंडेंट कोवर्ट एजेंसी बना ली जो सब पर जासूसी करेगी? आपने रिटायर्ड ऑफिसर्स थी उसमें भर्ती।
ठीक है, मतलब कि उन्होंने ज्यादातर जो है वो सिर्फ जासूसी की है, ऐसे आप लोग का यही कहना है। लेकिन एक बात और, एफबीओ का जो गठन वो 2015 में होता है, अब 2023 आ चुका है, अब जाकर के मुद्दा गरमा रहा है। आम आदमी पार्टी कह रही है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी अगर पहले से जानती थी तो मुद्दा उठाया क्यों नहीं?
मुद्दा उठाया नहीं, जब ये जानकारी नहीं थी, इन्होंने ये जो बनाई थी वो अलग कमेटी करके बनाई थी, लेकिन उसका जो रीजन था ना, जासूसी करना था, उसका रीजन ये हमें बाद में पता लगा। जैसे हमें पता लगा हमने इस पर आवाज उठाई। हमारा हक बनता है, अगर हम अब इस टाइम हम समझ लो अपोजिशन में है तो हमारा राइट बनता है कि हमें हर मुद्दा उठाए। एक जासूसी कांड का पूरा हिसाब है, अपने विधायकों से लेकर अपने काउंसिलर से लेकर हमारे सारे अफसरों के, और जो जज है जो जुडिशली में आता है उस चीज को भी ये सोच रहे कितना बड़ा गंभीर अपराध।
होम मिनिस्ट्री ने भी अब इजाजत दे दी है सीबीआई को, तो ऐसे में क्या सच अब सामने आने वाला है, ऐसा मानते हैं?
जब सीबीआई को केस दिया जाता है उसका मतलब ये है कि दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी कर देना है, क्योंकि इससे बहुत लोगों की भावनाओं को आहत हुई है। क्योंकि उन्हें सोचना चाहिए कि जो एक संविधानिक पद पे बैठे हुए हैं अफसर, उन लोगों की आप जासूसी करवाना है, ये बहुत सोचने की बात है।
बिल्कुल, और ऐसे में ये सारे जो पोस्टर है, तमाम पोस्टर वो भी हम आपको दिखाते हैं कि केजरीवाल सरकार विपक्षी पार्टियों की जासूसी बंद करे।
अब हो सकता है कि विजय गोयल जी का भी मोबाइल रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ, मेरा भी कर रहा हूँ।
सीबीआई ने डॉक्यूमेंट
अगर कर रहे तो
It of course appears to be a war of words between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP over there. Both parties blaming each other for the kind of ruckus that we have seen in the Civic House in Delhi. We are also bringing you more news right now about the fact that Arvind Kejriwal's personal assistant is being questioned even as we speak. Now we're going to get our viewers more details on this one in just a bit, but do remember that there has been a considerable amount of trouble for the Aam Aadmi Party. Just yesterday, of course, we saw that over the special unit that had been formed by the Delhi government to essentially oversee the vigilance department that is already there in the Delhi government. Prosecution was allowed by the LG. So we don't know that what this questioning of Arvind Kejriwal's personal assistant is about, but we'll try and get more details in just a bit. We are told that this is in the Liquorgate case and the questioning has already begun. Do remember that the Aam Aadmi Party is being investigated in the Liquorgate case by the CBI as well as the Enforcement Directorate. In fact, there are two parallel inquiries that are running, and this questioning is being done by the ED. Is what the information we are getting at this point in time. The questioning has begun now. The Aam Aadmi Party leader Jasmine Shah has also been called for questioning in Liquorgate. I'm going to try and go across to Shavan Sen. We'll just go across to him in a bit, but this is about Liquorgate, and do remember that there are two parallel investigations that are being carried out. One, of course, is by the Enforcement Directorate and the other is by the CBI. There have been some arrests which have already been made, particularly the last one, of course, was made from Hyderabad, where a CA of K. Kavata was arrested. Now, there are others also, of course, who are being questioned in the Liquorgate case. Now, the big question that is being asked about this is that if there was nothing wrong with the policy, why was it turned back by the Delhi government? Why was it first implemented and suddenly removed? So that is the one big question that the Aam Aadmi Party has so far not been able to answer. Do you remember? Right. We are going to try and get you more details on this fresh round of questioning that is happening, but let's listen into some reactions.
को लेकर के क्या कहेंगे इस पर?
ये अली बाबा 40 चोर की सरकार है। मुख्य सरगना इसमें केजरीवाल और मनीष सिसोदिया हैं। पैसे का लेन देन उन्होंने अपने पीए और रिश्तेदारों के माध्यम से कराया, और जो शराब के जो व्यवसायी थे, प्राइवेट जो शराब का जो काम करते थे, उन्होंने जैसे ही उन पर कब्जा सीबीआई ने किया, उन्होंने सारी तोते की तरह बता दिया कि कितने करोड़ रुपया उन्होंने मनीष सिसोदिया और केजरीवाल को दिए, जिसका उपयोग गोवा के इलेक्शन में किया गया 100 करोड़ रुपए का। ये तो सारा खुलासा हो ही गया। अब तो आप देखते चलो।
आप नेता जो जैस्मिन शाह हैं, उनको भी बुलाया गया है पूछताछ के लिए?
बिल्कुल, उनको बुलाया गया है, और सीधी बात यह है कि अली बाबा 40 चोर, जैसे अली बाबा पकड़ेंगे 40 चोर तो अपने आप ही सामने आके बोलना शुरू कर देंगे। तो अब मनीष सिसोदिया इसका सरगना है आबकारी नीति का, और अभी जैसे कि अभी खबर आई है कि वो पीए को पकड़ा गया केजरीवाल को, उनको पूछताछ के लिए बुलाया गया है, तो ये तो होना ही है।
यानी कि आम आदमी पार्टी जो है, आप कहना चाह रही है कि पूरी तरीके से भ्रष्ट पार्टी है?
आम आदमी पार्टी धोखेबाज, बरगलाने वाली, दिल्ली की जनता की बद्दुआएं खाने वाली एक झूठी पार्टी है।
तो देखिए, आपको चारों तरफ की ये तस्वीरें भी दिखाते हैं, जहां पर ये जो पोस्टर बैनर है लेकर के निकले हुए हैं, और केजरीवाल तेरी तानाशाही नहीं चलेगी कि यहाँ पर नारे लग रहे हैं। आप यहाँ पर सांसद मनोज तिवारी को भी सुन सकते हैं, जो साफ तौर पर ये कह रहे हैं कि हम कानूनी प्रक्रिया के तहत आगे बढ़ रहे हैं और हम रुकने वाले नहीं है। केजरीवाल सरकार विपक्षी पार्टियों की जासूसी करवाती है और इसे बंद करे, इस तरीके के नारे यहाँ पर लगाए जा रहे हैं कि फीडबैक के नाम पर आपके जासूस काम पर।
All right, so protests, of course, have now broken out outside the BJP headquarters. These are against the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, do remember that both parties have been having a face-off since yesterday in the MCD house. But even as all of this is continuing, we are also learning that Arvind Kejriwal's personal assistant is being questioned in Liquorgate. The Aam Aadmi Party leader Jasmine Shah has also been called for questioning in Liquorgate. All right, Arvind Kejriwal's PA, of course, is being questioned, and I think we've got Shawan right now with us to explain to us what's happening. Shawan, good afternoon. Tell us more about this questioning that is on even as we speak. Currently, we are told that not just Arvind Kejriwal's personal assistant, but also the Aam Aadmi Party leader Jasmine Shah is being questioned. All right, we seem to have lost that audio connection with Chavan. We'll get him back in just a bit. But the ED heat on the Aam Aadmi Party continues.
इसमें घोटाला करा उन्होंने, अब ये नया एक वो लेके आए, इसमें भी घोटाला है, तो वो बचने वाले नहीं है, चाहे आबकारी नीति हो चाहे उसका संगठन हो।
तो देखिए यहाँ पर जो भी कार्यकर्ता मौजूद है वो लगातार यही कह रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर जो आम आदमी पार्टी वो पूरी तरीके से भ्रष्ट है। आम आदमी पार्टी को लेकर के लगातार ये सवाल उठ रहे हैं कि पहले आबकारी विभाग में घोटाला और उसके बाद अब ये विजिलेंस विभाग में भी इसी तरीके की।
डेफिनेटली एसीबी और एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो होने के बावजूद आपको एक एफबीओ की क्यों जरूरत पड़ी? फीडबैक यूनिट कैबिनेट से नोट लेकर आपने उसको संचालित किया और कहीं ना कहीं उसका जो पर्पस है वो दूसरा है और गृह मंत्रालय ने उस पर कल एफआईआर की है और सीबीआई को जांच सौंपी है। तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इट्स अ वेरी शेमफुल एक्ट बाय आम पार्टी टू स्टूप पीपल to scare people to run the government and that is very बहुत ही ज्यादा ये शर्मनाक है। कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा लगता है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल की सरकार एक तरह से संशय की सरकार हो गई है। दिल्ली के लोगों को विश्वास नहीं है और एक नेशनल पार्टी,
दिल्ली की जनता आम आदमी पार्टी के हाथों में सेफ है या नहीं? आम आदमी पार्टी को लेकर के दिल्ली की जनता के मन में बस यही संशय बना हुआ है फिलहाल।
मुझे लगता है कि जब ब्यूरोक्रेसी और बाकी विपक्ष के नेताओं की स्नूपिंग कराने के स्तर पे एक पार्टी गिर जाए तो उसकी जांच भी होनी चाहिए और उसको दिल्ली की जनता खारिज भी करे।
Well, in fact, Shavan Sen is now joining us live from our newsroom on the broadcast. Shavan, Arvind Kejriwal's close aide being questioned in Liquorgate. Are we now seeing new twists in this case?
Well, in fact, this comes close to the heels of Manish Sisodia being questioned by the Central Bureau of Investigation. As far as the Enforcement Directorate is concerned, they are essentially looking at those who were in touch with the liquor traders, number one. Second, they are also looking at those who perhaps actually benefited from the quid pro quo. That is exactly why right now Arvind Kejriwal's personal assistant has also been questioned by the Enforcement Director. As we speak, the questioning is already underway is what we are picking up. Apart from that, we can also confirm that a fresh set of summons have also been sent to Aam Aadmi Party leader Jasmine Shah. What is not known at this point in time is perhaps what is the role that the Enforcement Directorate is looking at as far as Jasmine Shah is concerned. And with regards to the personal assistant of Arvind Kejriwal is concerned, they are looking at those who were perhaps aware of certain meetings that took place at Kejriwal's residence. If you take a look at the charge sheet that has been filed by the Enforcement Director, there is a mention of the fact that certain bureaucrats were actually called to the Chief Minister's residence. In fact, the allegation that has been levelled against the Deputy Chief Minister is the fact that a prepared draft of the excise policy was actually handed over to the bureaucrat to actually follow this particular excise policy which was supposed to be implemented, which essentially indicates that this was already pre-decided what the excise policy would look like. And more importantly, it turns out that there were actually inputs that were given by the liquor traders while drafting the excise policy. Remember, all of this are allegations that have been levelled by the Enforcement Directorate. These are the they say that this is the evidence that they have gathered after questioning several of the liquor traders who were actually not only questioned but also some of them were already arrested. And they have actually admitted during the questioning that they have been able to give inputs as to how exactly the draft policy would look like. And more importantly, it is this policy was drafted in a manner which would have only benefited a certain section a cartel, and that is the allegation that was actually leveled by the Vigilance Department that the current excise policy that was drafted by the Aam Aadmi Party government was only leading to cartelization.
Right, absolutely. So as Shravan Sen is pointing out, of course, the ED essentially is questioning people they believe could have benefited from the quid pro quo. But Shravan, apart from that, also give us a sense largely of where this probe right now is. Now, of course, there are two parallel investigations that are still being conducted, but give us more details about these investigations.
Well, in fact, the first FIR was actually registered by the Central Bureau of Investigation after that nod that was given by the Lieutenant Governor. Important to point out here is that the Vigilance Department came across certain discrepancies in the excise policy. In fact, it levelled a direct allegation against the Excise Department, which was basically being manned by the Deputy Chief Minister, Manish Sisodia. The allegation being that certain players were benefiting from the excise policy, leading to large-scale losses to the public exchequer. Now, in one line, that's the allegation that has been levelled against the excise department at that point in time. It finally led to the Aam Aadmi Party government withdrawing the excise policy. Remember, in the FIR that was registered by the Central Bureau of Investigation, Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia happens to be accused number one. Along with him, 14 others were actually named, including those who benefited from the excise policy, some of the companies that were given the licenses. The allegation once again being that these were large players, and these large players ensured that smaller players did not benefit from the excise policy, and it led to windfall profit for certain companies. And these companies, once again, the allegation that has been leveled by both the agencies were those who were providing kickbacks to the Aam Aadmi Party. If you take a look at the charge sheet that has been filed so far, the Enforcement Directorate makes a sensational allegation. That being that the kickback that was received by the Aam Aadmi Party from these very traders, from these liquor companies, it was actually being funneled for election campaigning. They've taken the specific name of the election campaigning that took place in the state of Goa, where Aam Aadmi Party was contesting. In fact, they say 70 lakh rupees was received by the Aam Aadmi Party, which was in the form of bribe, and they say that this was the proceeds of crime. So far, the Enforcement Directorate hasn't questioned Manish Sisodia. Multiple arrests have already taken place, but Manish Sisodia hasn't been examined by the Enforcement Directorate even once. He has been examined, but that is by the Central Bureau of Investigation. In fact, a second set of summons have been sent out. He's been asked to appear before the Central Bureau of Investigation this Sunday. But before that happens, you already have the Enforcement Directorate now stepping in. It does appear that the investigation has reached the doorsteps of the Chief Minister's office, with the personal assistant of Arvind Kejriwal, Vaibhav, already being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. And apart from that, another Aam Aadmi Party leader, that is Jasmine Shah, has also been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate.
Now, Shravan, it's extremely interesting what you're saying, because, we've heard the BJP say time and again that it was not possible for a scam like this one to essentially have happened without the knowledge of the Chief Minister. And now we see, in all practical sense of the word, the probe actually reaching the doorstep of the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. So, in terms of the scale of this scam, how do you see it going forward?
Well, let's make this abundantly clear. Underline the aspect that so far Arvind Kejriwal has, not been named as an accused in this particular case. He hasn't been summoned. He hasn't been questioned. Yes, his name does appear in the charge sheet, but that too in the form of certain bureaucrats who were examined by the Enforcement Directorate. They had taken the name of Arvind Kejriwal. It is important that the Enforcement Directorate, perhaps corroborates the statement that has been given by certain bureaucrats. It's only in passing that Arvind Kejriwal's name actually figures in this particular charge sheet. But of course, it raises some, concerns, given the fact that in this charge sheet that has been filed by the Enforcement Directorate, one of those who were examined in this case has actually taken the name of the Chief Minister. In fact, he goes on to say that there was a FaceTime call that was made by Arvind Kejriwal to one of the accused, and he essentially said that Vijay Nair, who was the communication strategist of the Aam Aadmi Party, he was being introduced by Arvind Kejriwal as his boy, quote unquote, as his boy. And the fact that everything basically goes through Vijay Nair himself. Now that is exactly what was alleged in the charge sheet that has been filed so far. Thereafter, there hasn't been any mention with regards to whether at all they have any sort of concrete evidence to suggest that the Chief Minister is responsible, or the Chief Minister was essentially aware of what was actually going. Allegations have also been levelled by the Bharatiya Janata Party. But as far as the Deputy Chief Minister is concerned, yes, they have provided a substantial amount of evidence with regards to the decisions that were actually taken, right from the fact that the group of ministers, chairing that particular meeting and the excise policy being drafted, and thereafter the minutes of the meeting, essentially indicating that this was, backdated. All of that basically raises some very uncomfortable questions for the Deputy Chief Minister. But as far as the Chief Minister is concerned,
stay
barring
with us,
the fact that
Shravan, stay with us. I'm afraid I'll have to interrupt you there. We'll come back to you. Manjinder Singh Sirsa from the BJP on the phone line with us. Mr. Sirsa, good afternoon. Mr. Sirsa, how do you see the fact that a close aide of Arvind Kejriwal is now being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate in the Liquorgate scam?
उसको तो इन्वेस्टिगेट होना जरूरी है. रीजन बीइंग अरविंद केजरीवाल एज चीफ मिनिस्टर, उन्होंने एक हाई पावर कमेटी की 3 मेंबर्स की, जिसमें मनीष सिसोदिया और जो मिनिस्टर हैं, तीनों ने ये पॉलिसी को बनाया. इस पॉलिसी को बनाकर 2% से 12% कमीशन की जो होलसेलर्स थे, जिनको काम भी अरविंद केजरीवाल ने अपने साइन से दिया, जिसमें कोई ऑप्शन नहीं थी, और ऐसे लोगों ने 2,500 करोड़ रुपया एक आदमी ने कमाया और 8,000 करोड़ रुपया दिल्ली की सरकार को राजस्व में नुकसान हुआ. अरविंद केजरीवाल की नॉलेज के बिना ये संभव नहीं था कि विजय नायर जो है एक सरकारी बंगले में, वो भी जो एक मिनिस्ट्रियल हाउस है उसमें रहे. ये संभव ही नहीं है मुख्यमंत्री के बिना, और मुख्यमंत्री की नॉलेज के बिना ये संभव नहीं है कि 2% से 12% कमीशन हो जाए और स्टेट को 8,000 करोड़ का नुकसान हो, अरविंद केजरीवाल सोए रहे. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि वो नींद में थे, उनको पता नहीं था. तो इसलिए सारे पैसे के लेन देन में अरविंद केजरीवाल ही मेन आदमी है. जब गोवा में वो पैसे बांट रहे थे इलेक्शन में, तो अरविंद केजरीवाल ही बांट रहे थे, उनको पता था ये पैसा शराब का आ रहा है. जब पंजाब के चुनाव में वो पैसा बांट रहे थे, उनको पता था ये पैसा कहाँ से आ रहा है. जब वो गुजरात में जाके पैसा बांट रहे थे, उनको पता था ये पैसा कहाँ से आ रहा है. इसलिए मेरा ख्याल अरविंद केजरीवाल के जो पीए हैं, वही नहीं, अरविंद केजरीवाल को भी बुलाकर उनसे भी पूछताछ होनी चाहिए. दिल्ली के लोगों का 8,000 करोड़ रुपया जो है इन लोगों ने गबन किया है. दे आर आंसरेबल टू द पीपल ऑफ दिल्ली एंड टू द लॉ ऑफ दिस कंट्री.
Right, Mr. Sirsa, appreciate you speaking to us on Republic TV. So the BJP over there saying that the Aam Aadmi Party and its convener need to answer questions. I'm going to go back to Shravan on this one. Now, Shravan, it's not just, Liquorgate. The other thing that's now being investigated, of course, is Snoopgate. And Snoop, all right, we don't have Shravan right now, but there are 2 separate cases that are now being investigated against the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, do remember that in Snoopgate as well, of course, there is considerable trouble for the Aam Aadmi Party. Yesterday, the LG did give prosecution permission to the CBI in this particular case. Now, you are watching Republic TV. We will be slipping into a very short break. On the other side, we bring you more news, and here is what we are getting for you. It's yet another loyalist that has dumped the Congress party. He's launched a scathing attack as well.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 10 years, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Showing you the the visuals from the Mahapanchayat just been called in the Hatin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this Mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement had been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the Mahapanchayat just been called in the Hatin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this Mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement had been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the Mahapanchayat just been called in the Hatin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this Mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement had been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the Mahapanchayat just been called in the Hatin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this Mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement had been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the Mahapanchayat just been called in the Hatin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but
Top headlines at 12:30 from Liquorgate to Snoopgate, mega political showdown in the national capital. Liquorgate haunts the Aam Aadmi Party. Delhi Chief Minister's close aide being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. AAP and BJP blame game continues over the late-night ugly face-off in the Delhi Civic House. Yet another loyalist dumps Vadra Congress now. CR Keswan dumps the party, launches scathing attack. Top court puts an end to AIADMK leadership debate. EPS to remain interim general secretary. Thanks for staying tuned. We are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava, straight up cutting across to the live visuals coming in from the national capital, where the Delhi BJP is staging a protest against the Aam Aadmi Party, particularly against the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, the BJP workers who've gathered there in large numbers staging a protest against Manish Sisodia. Harsha is joining us live from the location. Harsha, give us a sense as to what is happening on the ground. We can see a massive show of strength by the BJP workers demanding action against the Deputy Chief Minister of the national capital.
Exactly, Samisha. High voltage drama unfolds at the ITO outside Andhra School as BJP workers and karyakartas are trying to push and cross the barricade and do the gherav of Aam Aadmi Party office. As you can see the visuals, the karyakartas are continuously trying to go on the other side of the road. High voltage drama could clearly be seen, and this drama doesn't stop. As from past few weeks, the BJP has been demanding CBI probe against Deputy CM Manish Sisodia in the snooping gate, the FBO unit which was set by Aam Aadmi Party-led Delhi government in 2015, and BJP has been alleging that Aam Aadmi Party government have set up a committee of 38 people to keep an eye on the MP and MLAs of the opposition. As you can clearly see, now they are in scuffle with the Delhi police. As you see the visuals over here, some of the karyakartas have gone up on the barricade, and the police officials, the CRPF who have been deployed here, are continuously trying that the karyakartas should not go on the other side of the road. Karyakartas are continuously trying. The massive drama could clearly be seen. The karyakartas warned that the CBI probe should be done against Manish Sisodia in the snooping gate of the FPU unit, and also action should be taken against Arvind Kejriwal too, who's the Delhi CM. As you see, the show of his strength could be seen on the roads of national capital, and just 500 meters ahead there's Aam Aadmi Party office, Aam Aadmi Party Karyalay, and a march from Andhra School to Aam Aadmi Party office was decided by BJP karyakartas, and the flags, massive karyakartas, the crowd gathered over here could be seen. We are continuously trying to speak to some of the karyakartas. We'll also try to speak. Sir, आप लोग की डिमांड क्या है इस पूरे मामले में?
कुछ नहीं, हमारा कोई विवाद नहीं।
आप लोग तो चाहते हैं कि CBI इंक्वायरी हो,
केजरीवाल इस्तीफा दे, बस हम ये चाहते हैं।
So we will also show you now that the barricades have been pushed, and finally karyakartas have just pushed all the barricades, and they are in a scuffle with the Delhi police who have been deployed here. Full heightened security could be seen, but barricades have been pushed, and they want to cross this entire barricade to go to Aam Aadmi Party office. The massive show of strength could be seen here at the ITO road, and the flags which BJP have taken as a demanding action against Deputy CM Manish Sisodia. Now that Home Ministry has also given the sanction to prosecute Deputy CM Manish Sisodia in the FPU snooping. So now what have been demanding is that CBI probe should be done. These are the visuals which are showing you the sloganeering continues. The female and male karyakartas both have already indulged in the scuffle with the police and continuously trying to cross the barricade. Sir, आप लोग की डिमांड क्या है?
ऐसा है जी, इसकी अरेस्ट होनी चाहिए। मनीष सिसोदिया एक बहुत बड़ा दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट का एक भ्रष्टाचार, आम आदमी पार्टी का ये डिप्टी सीएम बनता है, ये बहुत बड़ा भ्रष्टाचारी और घूसखोर है। ये देश में बहुत बड़ा एक आने वाले उपद्रव पार्टी है जो कि जनता के हित में काम नहीं करती, जनता के विरोध में काम करती है। आज ये ऐसे घोटाले से कोई उजागर करने के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता एकत्रित हुए।
तो मैम, ये कहा जाए कि आप लोग आम आदमी पार्टी का घेराव करने के लिए यहाँ पहुँचे?
हम उसके ऑफिस में जाएंगे, क्योंकि इस्तीफा तो हम लेके रहेंगे। मनीष सिसोदिया ने जो भी ये गंदे काम करे हैं, जो गंदी राजनीति करी है, हमें हमारी एक ही डिमांड है, आप इस
All right, we're cutting across to the visuals coming in right now from the Delhi airport, where the Congress is staging a protest after what we're given to understand is Pawan Khera was allegedly deplaned by the Assam police. Now, this is what the Congress is claiming at this point in time, that Pawan Khera was deplaned by the Assam police. We are yet to get a statement from the Assam police as to what really transpired. But the Congress there alleging that Pawan Khera was deplaned. And of course, Congress workers there who've gathered outside the Delhi airport in large numbers, staging a protest for what they allege that Pawan Khera was deplaned. And of course, also claiming that the involvement of Assam police is there after Pawan Khera was allegedly deplaned. In fact, a tweet that has also been put out by Randeep Singh Surjewala, where he says, and I quote, "All of us with Congress colleagues, we were going to Raipur for the convention by flight 6E204. Our leader Pawan Khera got off the plane and now Assam police has come. What kind of dictatorship is this? Law and order is not the arbitrariness of one man. We are all soldiers of truth. We shall fight for the truth." Well, that's what the Congress is claiming at this point in time. That Pawan Khera was deplaned and that there was involvement on part of the Assam police. Yet to get an official statement from the Delhi airport or the Assam police on the allegations there being made by the Congress party saying that Pawan Khera was allegedly deplaned. So this is what the Congress is alleging at this point, is saying that they were stopped from going to Raipur. Now this is for the plenary session of the Congress, which is being organized, a 3-day event being organized in Chhattisgarh, Raipur, for which the Congress leaders were leaving for Raipur. Congress there making a claim that how Pawan Khera was allegedly deplaned and that there was an involvement of the Assam police. So the visuals there on your screens right now are coming in from outside the Delhi airport, where the Congress leaders are present, staging a protest. Of course, there's a lot of sloganeering happening at this point after what the Congress claims that Pawan Khera was deplaned while the Congress leaders were en route Raipur. So Congress, they're claiming that they were going to Raipur to attend the plenary session of the Congress, and also alleging that Pawan Khera was deplaned and saying that there is involvement of the Assam police. In fact, the soundbite that has also come in from the Congress leader, Pawan Khera, let's listen into what he has to say.
मुझे कहा गया आपका सामान दिखवाना है, मैंने कहा मेरे पास कोई सामान है ही नहीं, हैंड बैग है, मुझे नहीं, इस बार आप आइए। नीचे आया तो कहा कि आप नहीं जा सकते, अभी डीसीपी आएंगे आपसे मिलने। मुझे खुद नहीं मालूम, पिछले 20 मिनट से डीसीपी की इंतजार कर रहे हैं। क्या नियम है, क्या कानून है, क्यों मुझे रोका जा रहा है, मुझे नहीं मालूम। ऐसे एयरपोर्ट पे बिना किसी वजह के तो रोकना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है, जब तक मुझे तो नहीं समझ में आ रहा। प्लीज सर, इंतजार ही कर रहा हूँ डीसीपी साहब की आ जाए फिर।
All right, so there you heard the Congress leader making that allegation that he was stopped from going to Raipur and that he was deplaned by the authorities. Yet to get an official statement from the Delhi airport or the Assam police for that matter, as the Congress is making that big claim that there is the involvement of Assam police in this. Congress also there staging a protest present in large numbers on the IGI tarmac.
नहीं चलेगी।
All right, so as you can hear, anti-Modi slogans also being chanted by the Congress leaders who are present outside the Delhi airport. Just to give a background to what is a recap of what we know so far. Congress leader there claiming that Pawan Khera was allegedly deplaned while he was going to Raipur.
हमारा संघर्ष पुलिस के साथ नहीं है, लेकिन हम पुलिस के मनमानी नहीं बनेंगे। जो बैरिकेड टूट के रहेगा, वो बैरिकेड को सभी कार्यकर्ता बैरिकेड करते हैं। ये पुलिस के कर्मी आगे लड़ो, चलो भैया आगे चलो, पुलिस आगे बढ़ो तो ये पुलिस की मनमानी को हम देख लेंगे। दिल्ली पुलिस है, कार्यकर्ता आगे बढ़ो, क्या यहाँ पुलिस वाले हैं? आगे बढ़ो शाबाश, चलो आगे चलो। चलो खोलो इनको, सभी कार्यकर्ताओं को अनुरोध है कि संघर्ष में शामिल हो जाए सारे, सभी कार्यकर्ता आगे बढ़ाएंगे, सभी कार्यकर्ता जाएंगे उस तरफ, सारे कार्यकर्ता।
So, complete showdown there in the national capital, a high voltage drama. As you can see, several of those workers who are trying to cross over the barricades. Meanwhile, security has also been heightened at this location where the BJP workers are staging a protest against the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia. Remember, this comes a day after the MHA gave its nod to prosecute the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister under the Prevention of Corruption Act in the FBU snooping case. Harsha, of course, continues to be with us, reporting live from the location where the BJP is staging a protest. Harsha, take it away. Give us the details of what are the demands of the BJP at this point.
Exactly, Samisha, the dramatic visuals and the high voltage drama unfolds at national capital because BJP Karyakartas and leaders are demanding that action should be taken against Manish Sisodia. CBI probe in this FPU unit setup should be done against Manish Sisodia. In fact, Kejriwal action against Delhi CM should also be taken. This is what they are demanding, and they have managed to somehow bring down one of the barricades as they want to cross the first layer of the barricading. We are continuously showing you the visuals, and not only this, BJP Karyakartas indulge in a scuffle and brawl with the police officials as well. The security has been heightened. Sir, आप लोग की डिमांड क्या है? आप लोग डिमांड क्या करें? क्योंकि FBU को लेकर के लंबे समय से दिल्ली बीजेपी कार्यकर्ता सड़कों पर है, प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं।
देखिएगा, हमारी मांग बहुत सिंपल है कि जो भी आदमी इस सब कृत्य के पीछे लिप्त पाया जा रहा है, जिसका नाम है मनीष सिसोदिया, उसको इस्तीफा देना पड़ेगा। इससे पहले कि जांच एजेंसीज उसको बर्खास्त करने की रिकमेंडेशन दें। अगर उसके अंदर की अंतरात्मा जिंदा है तो आज भी समय है इस्तीफा दे दिया जाए, क्योंकि पॉलिटिकल स्नूपिंग करने के लिए दिल्ली की जनता उनको चुन के नहीं लेके आई।
So Samiksha, as you see, one layer of barricading pushed and brought down by the Delhi BJP Karyakartas. As you see now, they are crossing this one level of barricading to go to the Aam Aadmi Party office, as the entire plan of BJP was to do the gherav of Aam Aadmi Party office, and in fact, a tight security, heightened security officials were deployed here. CRPF and Delhi police was also deployed here, but then also they have somehow managed to bring down this one layer of barricading, and now they are moving ahead towards Aam Aadmi Party office to do the gherav of the Aam Aadmi Party office. These are the visuals which we are showing. These are visuals which we are showing you of the barricading which have been brought down as we try to go ahead towards, because the Karyakartas, they are marching towards Aam Aadmi Party office. They have demanded that the resignation of Manish Sisodia. CRPF are continuously and Delhi police are continuously asking them to not go ahead. The action could be taken because section 144 of the CRPC is here. No one can indulge in any sort of protest over here. There's a Lutel area. The 144 CRPC is here, but still we are seeing that the march of BJP Karyakartas in huge number could be seen, who are going ahead to Aam Aadmi Party office to do the gherav of Aam Aadmi Party office. And this entire FBU is snooping because we are getting to know that the feedback unit was set up by Aam Aadmi Party in 2015 without the nod of LG. Sir, बिना LG की सहमति के FB यूनिट को सेटअप किया गया था। आप लोग की मांग यही है कि गलत तरीके ये सेटअप किया गया?
देखिएगा, शुरू से लेके अंत तक पहली बात तो एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को जो कि सत्ता में आई है, देश की, दुनिया की, दिल्ली की सेवा करने के लिए उनको मैंडेट दिया गया है। वो आते ही एक यूनिट क्रिएट करते हैं जिसका नाम फीडबैक यूनिट रखते हैं। मकसद था फीडबैक लेना, लेकिन फीडबैक लेने की बजाय उसका पॉलिटिकल स्नूपिंग रियल मकसद था। और ये सेट किया गया एक एलजी, संवैधानिक पद पे बैठे एलजी की, क्योंकि दिल्ली एक यूनियन टेरिटरी है, तो एलजी के राइट्स को, पावर्स को आप निगेट नहीं कर सकते। ना तो उनसे परमिशन ली गई कि हम ऐसा यूनिट सेट कर रहे हैं, ना ही इसमें जो एम्प्लॉइज रखने हैं उनके बारे में बात किया गया कि क्या एलजी साहब आप परमिशन देते हैं कि हम आईबी के ऑफिशियल्स को इसका एम्प्लॉय रख लें। ना ही उसके बाद जो रिपोर्ट्स 8 महीने में 700 रिपोर्ट्स फ्रेम की गई, वो सारी रिपोर्ट्स एलजी के पास जानी चाहिए थी, जबकि वो सारी रिपोर्ट्स इन्होंने डायरेक्ट सीएम ऑफिस में भेजी। हर जगह संविधान को तार तार करने का जो प्रयास है इनका। और अब देखिएगा ना, अराजकता की हद देखिए, जिनका नेता खुद कहता है मैं अराजक नेता हूं, और फिर उसके बाद वो खुद सामने से आके ओपनली बोलते कौन एलजी, किसका एलजी?
लेकिन क्या आप लोग लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अपने हाथ में नहीं ले रहे? क्योंकि बिकॉज समीक्षा, आई वांट टू शो यू दैट द पुलिस ऑफिसर्स हैव डिप्लॉयड, बैरिकेड इज सेट अप, देयर इज अ सेकंड लेयर ऑफ बैरिकेडिंग। क्या आप लोग भी लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अपने हाथ में नहीं ले रहे? आप लोग कहते हैं कि आम आदमी पार्टी लॉ एंड ऑर्डर फॉलो नहीं करती, लेकिन यहाँ तो आप पुलिस से धक्का मुक्की करके आम आदमी पार्टी ऑफिस का घेराव करने जा रहे हैं।
देखिएगा, पहली बात तो ये कि प्रदर्शन करना हमारा संवैधानिक राइट है। हमारे किसी कार्यकर्ता के हाथ में आपको किसी तरह का कोई हथियार, कोई पत्थर, किसी तरह का उपद्रव मचाने का कोई सामान कहीं नहीं मिलेगा। यहाँ सब शांतिपूर्वक ढंग से कार्यकर्ता अपना प्रदर्शन करने के लिए आए हैं, लेकिन हमारा राइट है कि आम आदमी पार्टी के कार्यालय तक जाके उनको मजबूर कर दें क्षमा मांगने के लिए, या फिर उनको अपने बिल से बाहर निकलने के लिए। पुलिस अपना कार्य कर रही है, हमारी पुलिस से भी कोई द्वंद्व नहीं है, उनका राइट है बैरिकेड्स लगाना, पर साथ ही में प्रदर्शन करना हमारा राइट है, और हम बहुत ही शांतिपूर्वक तरीके से प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं।
समीक्षा, there's a show of strength on the roads of the national capital where BJP कार्यकर्ताs are heading towards Aam Aadmi Party office to get out the office because they are demanding resignation and CBI probe into the FPU snooping, where the FPU unit was set up in 2015 by Kejriwal government and it didn't get the nod of LG at that time. Also to tell you that the CBI in 2019 registered a preliminary investigation inquiry into this entire FPU setup, as it didn't get the LG nod. A total of 38 member committee was formed by Aam Aadmi Party government in this FPU unit, and BJP also alleges that a retired DGP was part of this FPU unit who was involved in the snooping of MPs, MLAs and of the opposition leaders. Now again we are showing you the visuals. This is the second layer of barricading where BJP karyakartas have managed to reach, and only 30 meters away, Samiksha, just 30 meters away is the Aam Aadmi Party office, and the plan of BJP karyakartas is that they have to do the घेराव of the Aam Aadmi Party office as they demand the resignation of Manish Sisodia. आज हम लोग देख रहे हैं भाजपा कार्यकर्ताओं का शो ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ, जो ताकत दिखा रहे हैं सड़कों पर एफपीयू, जो पॉलिटिकल स्नूपिंग मामला है उसको लेकर के। और क्या डिमांड है कार्यकर्ताओं?
कार्यकर्ता की डिमांड है ये जासूसी कांड में मनीष सिसोदिया जी को इस्तीफा देना चाहिए और केजरीवाल जी को भी इस्तीफा देना चाहिए, और भ्रष्टाचार पर इन पे बहुत सारे आरोप हैं। इसके लिए इनको दोनों आदमी को इस्तीफा देना चाहिए।
Already, Samiksha, Aam Aadmi Party is going through a CBI investigation in the new liquor policy, and this another thing, FPU unit, political snooping, Manish Sisodia. We are showing you, and we are showing you the visuals also over here, as the BJP senior leaders are also present here. We are also showing you the visuals from here, as we show you that how the female karyakartas have come up with the broom, the shoes and Manish Sisodia poster here. मैडम, क्या करेंगी? इसका तात्पर्य क्या है? ये क्यों लेके आई हैं आप?
इसका तात्पर्य है, जो इन्होंने गंदे काम करे हैं, जो इन्होंने ओछी राजनीति करी है, उनका हक यही बनता है इनको जूतों की माला से स्वागत किया जाए, क्योंकि मनीष सिसोदिया और केजरीवाल के जो जितने पार्टी के मंत्री ये सारे देश को तोड़ने की बात करते हैं, देश को तोड़ने की राजनीति करते हैं। इनकी हर एक पोल नहीं खुल रही है। इन्होंने जो जासूसी कांड में इन्होंने जो अपने सीबीआई बिठाई है अपने ही बंदों पे, ये इन्होंने बहुत गलती करी है। इतने करोड़ उस पर पैसा लगाया है, वो पैसा जनता को देते हैं ना, गरीब जनता को, उनके काम आता। तो मनीष सिसोदिया आपको इस्तीफा देना होगा। इसलिए हमने जूतों की माला पहनाई है इसे।
मैडम जासूसी या तो कांग्रेस ने करती है या चाइना करता है या केजरीवाल करता है। वो बैलून की राजनीति जासूसी करता है और ये अपने लोगों को पराजित करते हैं। विपक्षी पार्टी को दबाने का तरीका है ये महान निकम्मा इंसान है ये।
So the snooping is one thing which BJP कार्यकर्ता are correctly saying that Aam Aadmi Party's government is involved in snooping of the opposition leader. With BJP कार्यकर्ता will not take, and even Home Ministry has given the sanction to prosecute Manish Sisodia in this entire matter. We are also showing you visuals because we are learning that the senior BJP leaders Manoj Tiwari and Pravesh Verma have come here at this protest site. What we are learning is that Pravesh Verma and Manoj Tiwari both are here. We will try to go ahead where barricading is there because we are learning that Manoj Tiwari has reached at the protest site where BJP karyakartas are protesting against Aam Aadmi Party, and they are demanding the resignation of Manish Sisodia. Also 20 meters ahead is the Aam Aadmi Party office. We are trying so that we could speak to Manoj Tiwari, but a lot of karyakartas in huge numbers have gathered here. Samiksha, these are the dramatic visuals from the streets of national capital. Samiksha, back to you.
Yes. Harsha, stay with us. So Harsha, they're getting us those details and reporting live from the location where the BJP workers are present in large numbers demanding nothing less than the resignation of Manish Sisodia. Remember, this comes a day after the MHA gave its sanction to prosecute Manish Sisodia under the Prevention of Corruption Act in the FBU snooping case. Slipping into a very short break for now, but top stories and news breaks to continue on the other side as well.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 10 years. With top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
The announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there. She's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
The announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there. She's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
The announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there. She's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
The The announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing, Zindabad, Zindabad slogans which has been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there. She's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing, Zindabad, Zindabad slogans which has been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there. She's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being.
Good afternoon, we are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Let's start this edition with the top headlines this Thursday afternoon. From Liquorgate to Snoopgate, mega political showdown in the national capital continues. Liquorgate haunts Aam Aadmi Party, Delhi Chief Minister's PA being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. AAP and BJP blame game continues over the late night ugly face-off in the Delhi Civic House. Yet another loyalist dumps Vadra Congress. CR Keswan dumps party launches a scathing attack. Top court puts an end to AIADMK leadership debate. EPS to remain interim General Secretary. All right, we start this edition with the news break coming in from Delhi, where a high voltage drama has ensued once again. The BJP workers who are present in large numbers staging protest against the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia.
लीकर केस में भी जाएंगे जी।
3 बैरिकेडिंग लगाई गई है, कैसे क्रॉस करेंगे आप?
अभी हमारे अध्यक्ष ने कहा है इसको तोड़ेंगे सब। और
केजरीवाल की पीए को आबकारी मामले पर ईडी ने बुलाया है।
देखिए, जाहिर तौर पर इनका एक घोटाला नहीं, चाहे वो जल बोर्ड हो, चाहे वो बिजली के अंदर हो, डिस्कॉम्स के साथ हो या शराब घोटाला हो, ऐसा हर जो काम इन्होंने किया है। इसलिए तो अरविंद केजरीवाल किसी भी फाइल पे साइन नहीं करते, क्योंकि उनको लगता था एक दिन वो जरूर उनकी सरकार फंस जाएगी भ्रष्टाचार के अंदर।
सुकेश चंद्रशेखर की जेल की कोठरी में लग्जरी आइटम मिल रहे हैं।
नहीं, ये तो पहले से ही है। किसकी कोठरी में?
सुकेश चंद्रशेखर जो ठगी है।
उतनी मुझे डिटेल नहीं पता, पर मुझे इतना पता है कि जो दिल्ली सरकार है ये जनता के पैसों की चोरी कर रही है जी।
अच्छा, शैली ओबराय कह रही, जो मेयर बनी है, कह रही है कि बीजेपी को ना शर्म आती है, आप लोगों ने सदन में हंगामा किया, ना डेमोक्रेसी की इज्जत है आप लोगों को।
तो हम ही ने तो वोटिंग कराई है, अभी हम ही ने तो कहा है कि जो जिसके पास मेजॉरिटी होगी उसका मेयर बन जाएगा, तो वो बन गए हैं, पर मोबाइल अलाउ करके वो गलत काम कर रहे हैं जी। तो ये तो उनकी ज्यादा जिम्मेदारी है, हमारी जिम्मेदारी नहीं है।
All right, so a lot of reactions coming in from the BJP over the ruckus that we saw late last night inside the Civic Centre, but the visuals there on your screens right now. From outside the AAP headquarters, where the BJP is staging massive protest, demanding resignation of Manish Sisodia in the snooping case. Remember, the MHA has already given its sanction to prosecute the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister under the Prevention of Corruption Act in the feedback unit snooping case. This after the Delhi's Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena had approved the CBI's request for the sanction to prosecute and then forwarded it to the MHA. Harsha, of course, continues to be with us. Harsha, for the viewers who are just tuning in, if you can give us a sense as to what has been happening outside the AAP headquarters and the demands being made by the BJP workers.
Exactly, Samiksha. Now we are learning that the BJP leader Manoj Tiwari is leaving the protest site, as we've seen the visuals, as the lot of BJP karyakartas, the young karyakartas and as well the female and male karyakartas have gathered here outside Aam Aadmi Party office. What we are learning is that Manoj Tiwari will shortly leave from this protest site, but still the huge gathering of BJP karyakartas could be seen here, as this is the second layer of barricading and they are still trying, they're speaking with police officials to cross this barricade, and now we are hearing that from stage it's being addressed by BJP leader that Delhi police is detaining the senior BJP leaders, because what we are learning is that senior BJP leaders Manoj Tiwari and Viren Sachdev and Pravesh Verma were present here at the protest site. Now we are learning that the senior leaders are being detained. This is what is being said from the stage, from the manch, that the senior BJP leaders are being detained by the Delhi police officials. Delhi police officials were continuously saying to BJP karyakartas to leave this site, to not protest here, as section 144 is imposed here. They are not allowed to protest here, but still BJP karyakartas brought down one level of barricading, and there's the second level of barricading which is being done, where the heightened security could be clearly seen here. Now they're continuously trying. We are listening to here sloganeering. We show you the visuals of this sloganeering which is being done here, and we are trying to speak to some of the BJP leaders here, as they've come here at the protest site. They are demanding the resignation of the Deputy CM Manish Sisodia, stating that Manish Sisodia should resign, should step down from his position till the time CBI inquiry is not completely conducted. Till the time CBI inquiry goes, they should resign. He should resign from his position. As you again see, the flags and the BJP karyakartas could be seen on the other side of the barricade. This is what we are seeing, that the BJP karyakartas indulge in scuffle and brawl with Delhi police. So Samiksha, these are the entire visuals, the high voltage drama which unfolds on the streets of national capital outside Aam Aadmi Party office. Back to you.
All right, Harsha, stay with us. In fact, just a short while back, you also spoke to Manoj Tiwari. Let's listen into that conversation on what exactly precisely are the demands of the BJP as they continue with their protest outside the AAP headquarters, gathered in large numbers.
देखिए, दिल्ली की जनता कह रही है, ये गली गली में शोर है, मनीष सिसोदिया और अरविंद केजरीवाल के लिए दिल्ली कह रही है।
आप लोग की डिमांड क्या है? आप लोग की So this is Manoj Tiwari.
कार्रवाई करेंगे, हम उसमें पुलिस की कार्रवाई का जवाब देंगे। हम तो बैरिकेड तोड़कर जाना चाहते हैं, आम आदमी पार्टी का हो जाना चाहते हैं, जब तक आम आदमी पार्टी मनीष सिसोदिया को सस्पेंड नहीं करेगी। बड़ा स्पष्ट है, दिल्ली के अंदर 700 लोगों के ऊपर नजर रखने के लिए उन्होंने दिल्ली के टैक्स पेयर का पैसा इस्तेमाल किया अपने पॉलिटिकल कारणों से, अपने पॉलिटिकल रेवल्स का नजर रखने के लिए उन्होंने वो पैसा किया। इसलिए झगड़ा है। हम जब तक उनको अरेस्ट नहीं करेंगे, जब तक उनका इस्तीफा नहीं होगा, जब तक हमारा ये मुकदमा ये
इस्तीफे की भी डिमांड कर रहे हो, ये भी कह रहे हैं कि चीफ मिनिस्टर उनको सस्पेंड करें उनके पद से। दोनों डिमांड है आप?
बिल्कुल, क्योंकि जिस व्यक्ति ने दिल्ली के टैक्स पेयर के पैसे से दिल्ली के पत्रकारों का, दिल्ली के पॉलिटिकल लोगों का ऊपर नजर रखी, उनको सस्पेंड करना चाहिए।
एक और चीज, आपको लगता है कि एफबीओ यूनिट किसी खास मकसद से सेटअप किया गया था 2015 में?
नहीं, वो गठन इसलिए किया गया था कि उनको लगता था कि मेरे जो राजनीतिक प्रतिद्वंदी हैं उन पे मैं नजर रख सकूं।
तो आरपी सिंह जी, अब बीजेपी कार्यकर्ता क्या करने वाले? अगला स्टेप क्या है? प्रोटेस्ट साइट पे आप लोग ऑलरेडी हैं, आपका घेराव आप लोग को नहीं करना?
हमारा प्रोटेस्ट सड़कों पे जारी रहेगा। आज यहाँ पर है, ये दिल्ली भर में प्रोटेस्ट चलेगा।
these are the visuals we are showing you. आरपी सिंह जी, एक और बात आपसे जो करना चाहूंगी कि आज जो पूरे दिन हम लोगों ने देखा लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की बात आप कार्यकर्ताओं के लिए कहते हैं कि वो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अपने हाथ में लेते हैं, लोकतंत्र को नहीं मानते हैं, लेकिन आज हमने देखा कि आप लोग पुलिस के साथ धक्का मुक्की में
हमको पुलिस अरेस्ट करेगी, हम ले जाएगी, और जो पुलिस मुकदमा दर्ज करेगी मुकदमा हम झेलेंगे। परंतु ये तय है कि दिल्ली के टैक्स पेयर के पैसे का निजी दुरुपयोग नहीं करने देंगे।
These are the visuals. The senior BJP leader RP Singh was speaking to the public, and we're again showing you visuals that Delhi police have detained Manoj Tiwari, the senior BJP leader Manoj Tiwari, detained by Delhi police. We'll go to the other side of the road as some of the karyakartas and leaders have been detained by Delhi police. A massive showdown over here. A massive showdown, as you can clearly see. Delhi police was continuously saying Section 144 have been imposed, and they were continuously asking the karyakartas to vacate. But now we show you the visuals from outside Aam Aadmi Party office as the karyakartas have been detained.
गली गली में सो रहे, गली गली में सो रहे, गली गली में इधर आ जाओ, इधर आ जाओ।
Alright, more details coming in as Congress continues to stage protests outside the Delhi airport after they claimed that Pawan Khera was not allowed to board the plane and that he was stopped. Also claimed involvement of the Assam police, but the newsbreak coming in this hour is that the Assam police has registered a case against Pawan Khera for insulting the Prime Minister. So, of course, that's the newsbreak coming in this hour, that the Assam police has registered a case against Pawan Khera for insulting the Prime Minister. Meanwhile, the visuals there on your screens right now from the Delhi airport on the IGI tarmac, where the Congress leaders can be heard sloganeering, protesting after Pawan Khera, what they claim is that was not allowed to board the plane. So, Pawan Khera having been booked by the Assam police this after he insulted the Prime Minister and made those remarks. Congress, meanwhile, has been staging a protest at the IGI tarmac after Pawan Khera was not allowed to board the plane. So high drama there at the Delhi airport, where the Congress leaders have, of course, gathered in large numbers. Details coming in on the latest that Pawan Khera, the Congress leader, has been booked for insulting the Prime Minister. In fact, a reaction that came just a short while back from Pawan Khera, where he questioned as to what wrong has he done, and also went on to say that he was stopped from going to Raipur, where he was en route as he wanted to attend the plenary session of the Congress in Chhattisgarh. So trouble there mounting for Pawan Khera, who's now been booked by the Assam police after his comments against the Prime Minister. We'll try and get more details as to under which sections has Pawan Khera been booked. But the latest, of course, coming in that Pawan Khera has been booked by the Assam police for insulting the Prime Minister. The visuals, of course, on the right side of the Congress workers who are present outside the Delhi airport, sloganeering and protesting after Pawan Khera was allegedly not allowed to board the plane while he wanted to go to Raipur to attend the plenary session of the Grand Old Party. In fact, let's listen into the reaction that has come in from Pawan Khera, with the latest, of course, coming in that he's now been booked by the Assam police.
मुझे भी नहीं मालूम, मुझे कहा गया आपका सामान दिखवाना है, मैंने कहा मेरे पास कोई सामान है ही नहीं, हैंड बैग है, बोले नहीं एक बार आप आइए, कंफ्यूजन है। नीचे आया तो कहा कि आप नहीं जा सकते, अभी डीसीपी आएंगे आपसे मिलने। मुझे खुद नहीं मालूम, पिछले 20 मिनट से डीसीपी की इंतजार कर रहे हैं। क्या नियम है, क्या कानून है, क्यों मुझे रोका जा रहा है, मुझे नहीं मालूम। ऐसे एयरपोर्ट पे बिना किसी वजह के तो रोकना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है, जब तक मुझे तो नहीं समझ में आ रहा है। प्लीज सर, इंतजार ही कर रहा हूँ डीसीपी साहब की आ जाए, फिर देखिए।
Alright, so that reaction coming in from Pawan Khera, also the latest coming in that he's been booked by the Assam police for insulting the Prime Minister. Remember, he landed himself in trouble for making those remarks against the Prime Minister. Meanwhile, while he was in fact, boarding the plane to Raipur to attend the plenary session of the Congress. He was deboarded, is what we're given to understand. Now, these are details that are just trickling in. Also, we are given to understand that a statement by Indigo Airlines is likely to be issued very soon. But what we know so far is that an FIR has been registered against the Congress leader, Pawan Khera, for the remarks he'd made against the Prime Minister earlier. Let's listen into another reaction that's come in from Congress leader Surjewala.
इंडिगो की फ्लाइट से कांग्रेस महाधिवेशन के लिए रायपुर जा रहे हैं। यकायक उन्होंने हमारे साथी पवन खेड़ा जी को कहा कि आपका बैग रह गया है। उनके पास कोई बैग है ही नहीं। आखिर में पुलिस आई और कहा कि असम पुलिस ने कोई FIR दर्ज की है। तो हमने कहा कि आप गिरफ्तार कर लीजिए, प्रोडक्शन वारंट मजिस्ट्रेट का दीजिए या गिरफ्तारी का लिखित ऑर्डर दीजिए। ना वो FIR देते, ना मजिस्ट्रेट का प्रोडक्शन वारंट उनके पास है, ना उनके पास कोई गिरफ्तारी का ऑर्डर है। ये बिल्कुल सरासर गैर कानूनी है। दिल्ली पुलिस।
All right, more details are just coming in. Our first statement that has come in from Indigo, where they've released a statement on the Congress airport drama. In fact, just to read out the statement, the press statement that has been issued by Indigo, where they say, and I quote, "A passenger was deplaned by the police at the Delhi airport from Raipur-bound flight 6E204. Some other passengers have also decided to deboard on their own accord. We are following the advice of the concerned authorities. The flight is delayed as of now and we regret the inconvenience caused to other passengers." So, of course, the first statement that has come in from Indigo, where they've stated that a passenger, which in this case we understand seems to be Pawan Khera, who was deplaned by the police at the Delhi airport from Raipur-bound flight, which is 6E204. Some other passengers have also decided to deboard on their own accord. We are following the advice of the concerned authorities. The flight is delayed as of now and we regret the inconvenience caused to other passengers. Remember, Pawan Khera has been booked by the Assam police for insulting the Prime Minister's father. We have Aniruddha also joining us live. Aniruddha, if you can give us more details, under which sections has the Congress leader Pawan Khera been booked by the Assam police?
Yes, Samiksha, as of now, we can just confirm that an FIR has been registered against Pawan Khera, and the FIR has been lodged at Haflong police station by an individual, and acting upon the FIR, a team of Assam police was sent to Delhi in order to arrest Pawan Khera, and as of now, Assam police have officially confirmed to us that the team which is already in Delhi to arrest Pawan Khera will be bringing him to Assam for further questioning in this regard. Samiksha.
All right, Aniruddha, stay with us. And just to take our viewers to the latest that we are learning, a statement that has also been released by Indigo, where they say that a passenger in this case, who we understand looks like is Pawan Khera, who was deplaned by the police at the Delhi airport from Raipur-bound flight 6E204. Some other passengers have also decided to deboard on their own accord. We are following the advice of the concerned authorities. The flight is delayed as of now and we regret the inconvenience caused to other passengers. So, important update also coming in this hour is that the other passengers who are having to wait for the flight to take off, this is the Raipur-bound flight 6E204. The statement that has been released by Indigo Airlines, where they state that some other passengers have also decided to deboard on their own accord. So that's, of course, the latest coming in. The visuals on your screens right now is of the Congress leaders who are there at the IGI airport stage tarmac staging a protest. Madhurima getting us that news break on the statement that has been released by the Indigo Airlines. Madhurima, all right, we seem to have lost that connection with Madhurima. We'll try connect with her again. But just to give a recap of what we know so far, the visuals there on your screens right now from the IGI tarmac, where the Congress leaders are staging a protest after Pawan Khera was deplaned. A statement that has also been released by Indigo Airlines, where they've confirmed that a passenger was deplaned by the police at the Delhi airport from Raipur-bound flight 6E204. Some other passengers have also decided to deboard on their own accord. We are following.
रेट डाला गया, अभी तक के उनकी जांच चल रही है। वो अधिकारी कर्मचारी किस हालत में है, ये मेरे लिए बड़ी चिंता की बात है। दूसरी बात यह है कि जो हमारे मेहमान आ रहे हैं, जो प्रवक्ता हैं, उसको रोका जा रहा है। और ऐसा कोई बड़ा अपराध नहीं है जिसके कारण से उसको प्लेन से उतारा जाए क्योंकि उद्देश्य भाग रहे, ऐसी कोई स्थिति नहीं है। इतना बड़ा कोई अपराधी नहीं पवन खेरा जी, वेल नोन पर्सनालिटी हैं, रोज मीडिया में आते हैं, तो जिसको कोई ना जानता हो छुप जाए, ऐसी कोई ऐसी शख्सियत भी नहीं है। लेकिन उसको वहां से प्लेन से उतारा जाना, इसका मतलब ये है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस महाधिवेशन से बेहद डरी हुई है। इसी किसी न किसी माध्यम से इसको डिस्टर्ब करना चाहती है, असफल करना चाहती है। लेकिन मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता और आयोजन समिति के सब साथी इससे और मजबूती के साथ उसमें डटे हुए हैं और देश भर के जो कार्यकर्ताओं के जो संदेश आ रहे हैं वो यही है कि यह महाधिवेशन सफल होकर रहेगी।
सर, प्रधानमंत्री जी के पिताजी के बारे में उन्होंने कुछ शब्द कहे, लेकिन ऐसे तो सर राहुल जी के बारे में, कभी सोनिया जी के बारे में, ऐसे तो बीजेपी की तरफ से तो कई ऐसे शब्द आए।
ये इतना बड़ा अपराध तो नहीं है कि आप प्लेन से उतार लें। और जहां तक कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग शुरुआत तो इन्होंने की, सोनिया जी के बारे में पता नहीं क्या क्या कहा और राहुल जी के बारे में क्या क्या नहीं कहा, हमारे पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री मनमोहन सिंह जी के बारे में क्या क्या नहीं कहा। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की यहाँ स्थानीय के लोग, स्थानीय जो इनके पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री रमन सिंह, मुझे तो कुत्ता, बिल्ली, चूहा, पता नहीं क्या क्या बोले, राक्षस बोला, लेकिन हमने तो कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की। और शुरुआत तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से हुई। यदि ये मर्यादा खुद नहीं लांघते, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने क्या कहा कि अमित शाह जी ने क्या क्या, उनके राष्ट्रीय नेताओं ने क्या कहा, सारे लोगों ने हमारे राष्ट्रीय नेताओं के खिलाफ में ऐसे सदन के भीतर और सदन के बाहर भी इन लोगों ने बात कही है। तो जब शुरुआत उन्होंने कही है तो निश्चित रूप से जब सूरज की तरफ थूकेंगे तो चेहरे में ही गिरेगा, तो उसके लिए तो तैयार होना चाहिए। जब आप किसी तरफ उंगली उठाते हैं तो 3 उंगली तो अपने तरफ उठती है। और इतना बड़ा अपराध नहीं है कि आप रोक लें, मतलब उसको प्लेन से उतार लें। पहले भी कर सकते थे, बाद में भी कर सकते थे, लेकिन अभी करना इसका मतलब ये है कि आप उससे अधिवेशन से जाने को रोकने के लिए, अधिवेशन को असफल करने के लिए सारा कवायद है, ये सारा षड्यंत्र है और ये निम्न स्तर का है।
सर, जगदलपुर में भी बीजेपी की थोड़े टाइम पहले बैठक हुई, कई बड़े नेता आते हैं, यहाँ से सरकार की तरफ से अभी तक तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं देखा गया कि उनको उनके कार्यक्रम को असफल
कभी नहीं।
मतलब किस स्तर, मतलब
देखिए उसके जो प्रभारी है वो आए थे, वो बोले यदि भारतीय जनता पार्टी कार्यकर्ता थूक जाए तो कांग्रेस बह जाएगा, ये सब बोला गया। लेकिन हम लोगों ने तो ऐसा कुछ कहा नहीं, किया नहीं। लेकिन अब वो नया रास्ता खोज शुरुआत कर रहे हैं तो फिर दूसरे लोग भी अपनाएंगे, क्योंकि सरकारें तो दूसरे राज्यों, अन्य राज्यों में तो दूसरे दलों की भी है, और आप इस प्रकार से करेंगे तो आपके साथ भी यही होगा। तो ये जो शुरुआत कर रहे हैं वो ठीक नहीं है, इससे बचा जाना चाहिए।
डरेंगे नहीं, हमेशा एक बात बोल,
अरे हम अंग्रेजों से नहीं डरे जी, तो इनसे क्या डरेंगे। हमारे पूर्वज अंग्रेजों लड़े, उसके जेल गए, गोलियां खाई, लाठी पीठ में झेला है, तो उसके बाद आजादी दिलाई है। तो इनके जो अंग्रेजों को मानने वाले से डरने वाले नहीं हम लोग।
All right, so there you heard the first response coming in from the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel, who's crying foul and saying that how some of these Congress leaders, what the party says, were not allowed to board the flight. The visuals, of course, on your screens right now, where the Congress continues to stage a protest. Madhurima is joining us live. Madhurima, take us through that newsbreak of the statement that has released by the Indigo airline, stating that a passenger was deplaned, meanwhile others also deboarded on their own accord.
Well, yes, absolutely, Samiksha. The turn of events unraveled in such a way that all these Congress leaders, along with the accused, as said by the police officials, Pawan Khera, were boarding a plane to attend a very crucial plenary session that is supposed to start from tomorrow in Raipur. But all of a sudden, the police officials reached at the tarmac and asked Mr. Khera to deboard, following which a lot of anger was exhibited by the Congress leaders, and following this particular move of the Delhi police, all of them deboarded the plane in support of Mr. Khera and began protesting at the tarmac itself in front of the Indigo flight. Now this has delayed the flight proceedings. Indigo in a statement has said, without naming Mr. Khera, that due to some unforeseen circumstances, the flight has been delayed, and the Indigo is in talks with the authorities to take appropriate action as it will be advised by the authorities. Now we'll have to wait and watch as to for how long will this entire drama unfold, because there are many civilians as well in that plane who were supposed to take off, but because of this political drama that broke out at the site, the plane has been delayed. What we are hearing from the side of the Congress is that they are trying to belittle the entire complaint that was brought in by the police officials. They are saying that it is not such a big issue that this kind of action was needed. Also, they are saying that the BJP is rattled by this very crucial brainstorming session that is supposed to start from tomorrow, where the Congress leaders were supposed to get together and chalk out a strategy for 2024, and which is why such action is being taken. But from the side of the Bharatiya Janata Party, it has been made clear that it is the law it's taking course. There is nothing political with it.
Madhurima, stay with us. Just quickly taking a question from Aniruddha as well. Aniruddha, have we been able to gather more information under which sections has Pawan Khera been booked by the Assam police? All right, we'll try and connect with Aniruddha again, but just to tell our viewers what we know so far, Pawan Khera, who's been booked by the Assam police for using, for making those remarks against the Prime Minister's father. Meanwhile, we're given to understand that he was deplaned while he was taking off. That flight was taking off from Delhi to Raipur. A statement that has also been released by Indigo Airlines, where they've stated that a passenger was deplaned and that there were several other passengers who deboarded on their own accord. Meanwhile, remember, this flight is still waiting to take off. Several of those passengers who are still waiting for this Raipur-bound flight 6E204, which is yet to take off. The statement that has released by Indigo Airlines, where they've also stated that we are following the advice of the concerned authorities. The flight is delayed as of now and we regret the inconvenience caused to other passengers. So a lot of developments coming in, and as we speak, the Congress workers who are still present on a dharna, staging a dharna there on tarmac against the action that has been initiated against the Congress leader Pawan Khera. This as an FIR has been registered against Pawan Khera for making those remarks against the Prime Minister's father. This is a Raipur-bound flight 6E204 Indigo Airlines, which is still to take off. Madhurima, of course, continues to be with us. Madhurima, just if you could give us more details on what are you picking up from the authorities. When can we expect the flight to take off, one, and which other Congress leaders were there along with Pawan Khera who deboarded the plane on their own accord?
Well, Samiksha, there were a number of Congress leaders, including to the ranks of senior Congress leader, that of Mr. Randeep Surjewala as well. We just saw him speaking to the media as well, where he said, where he's trying to assert over the fact that all this action was unwarranted and that Mr. Khera did not commit such a crime that this action could be deemed as warranted. However, at the same time, an FIR was registered on the side, and we're getting the news that how the Assam police is taking the action. But now what needs to be noted here is that a political slugfest has begun, and the mudslinging between the two parties as far as why this entire act has been committed, where the Congress is very firm of the fact that this all is being done to derail the very crucial meeting. We'll have to wait and watch as to how this entire story unfolds and when will these Congress leaders board the flights. Samiksha.
Yes, Madhurima, just stay with us. Quickly taking a question from Aniruddha as well. Aniruddha, what is the latest that you're picking up from your sources in the Assam police on the FIR that's been registered against the Congress leaders? But stay with us. We have Prasanta Bhuyan, IGP spokesperson of the Assam Police, joining us. Sir, thank you for speaking to us. If you could give us more details, under which sections has the Congress leader been booked by the Assam Police?
Yeah, on the basis of a complaint filed by Mr. Samuel Sanchan, a case has been registered in Haflang Police Station in Dima Haspo district. Though we have sent a police party to Delhi to bring Mr. Pawan Khera for interrogation and taking further necessary action. The sections are 120B, 153, 153B, 500, 504, 505, 505. These are the sections we have put in the FIR. Right now, the police team is in Delhi, and we are doing necessary legal formalities there.
So, what action can we expect next on part of the Assam Police against the Congress leader?
Sorry, I didn't get you clearly.
What action can we expect against the Congress leader for those remarks he's made by the Assam Police?
No, FIR has been filed in Assam, and we'll take actions as per law, and we'll bring him here for further interrogation.
All right.
Yeah.
If you can confirm it to us, has that process been already initiated to send a team to bring Pawan Khera to Assam for further interrogation and further action that could be initiated?
We'll seek transit remand in Delhi court to bring Mr. Khera here, and if we get, after getting the transit remand, we'll bring him to Assam.
All right. Also, just before we let you go, if you could give us more details on the complainant in this case, and when was this FIR registered against the Congress leader?
FIR was registered yesterday, and the complainant is Mr. Samuel Sanchan. He is a civilian in Haflang town.
All right. Appreciate you speaking to us. So that was Prasanta Bhuyan, IGP of the Assam Police, giving to us a very crucial information as to under which sections has the Congress leader been booked, what action can be expected next, and the complainant in this case. And as the Assam Police official was telling us, a complaint in this case was registered yesterday, and the latest, of course, coming in that an FIR has, of course, been registered, and he's been booked under several sections for the remarks that Pawan Khera had made against the Prime Minister's father. So, tracking closely all the developments in this case, and as we speak, the visuals there on your screens of the Congress leaders who are staging a protest against the action that's been initiated against Pawan Khera. Remember, he's been booked under several sections by the Assam Police, as the Assam Police official also confirmed to us. Yet to get more details on what action can we expect next, but seems like trouble is only mounting for Pawan Khera at this stage. And just going across to Shivangi as well, who's joining us live from the Delhi newsroom. Shivangi, for our viewers also, if who are just tuning in, once again, if you could give us a recap of what we know so far in this case.
Right. Well, right now, Samiksha, after high drama on the Tarmac, we are seeing back-to-back developments. A short while back, we saw that massive drama was witnessed at the Delhi airport after Congress leader Pawan Khera, he was deboarded from the plane, and the leaders which were accompanying him, you can see the visuals on the right side of your screen, they staged a massive protest next to the aircraft. We're getting some more details coming in. We know that some big news is coming in. Pawan Khera has been arrested and is being taken to Assam right now. Big development coming in. Aishwarya Kapoor, our executive editor of politics, is joining us live. Aishwarya, take us to the details. We know that Pawan Khera is now arrested. He has been arrested, Aishwarya.
Time Delhi police has taken him into arrest because he has to be transferred to the custody of Assam police. Hence, for that, he would have to be given transit remand, and for that he would have to be present in front of the local court. So the process is being followed. This is the normal legal process. He has been taken under arrest by Delhi police right now, will be taken to the local court. From the local court, he will be handed over to the Assam police. And we have the IGP Law and Order and spokesperson of Assam police, Mr. Prasanta Kumar Bhuyan, joining in soon live as well, and then giving us these specific details. There is an FIR registered in Assam against senior Congress leader Pawan Khera. and in this regard, it's being very clear that he is being arrested by Delhi police right now, will be presented in front of the local courts here in the national capital, and from there he will be handed over to Assam police. So a proper process is being followed, as he needs to be taken from the national capital back to the northeast, back to Assam. A transit remand will be required for the same if you have to cross the state, and that's why Delhi police, on the request of the Assam police, is arresting this individual called Pawan Khera, who also happens to be a senior Congress leader, and then will be presenting him in front of the local courts, and then from the local courts, the Assam police, if transit remand is given by the courts, the Assam police will take over from Delhi police from the court, not from the airport, as it's being claimed by the Congress leaders, because the Congress leaders are hitting the social networking sites, sending out their video messages from the tarmac. By the way, you are not allowed to use camera. You are not allowed to even use a click. Any common individual, any Indian citizen is not allowed to take any click on the tarmac of the IGI. But irrespective, Congress leaders are doing it, sending out wrong video messages, saying that the Assam police is arresting him. That's not right. The facts are that Delhi police is arresting him, will be presenting him in front of the local court, and from there, if the transit remand is given by the adequate authorities, that is the local courts of Delhi, then the Assam police will take control from the courts and will again bring him to the airport and then moving to Guwahati from them. So that's the process which is being followed.
Right. And Aishwarya, just take us through exactly what happened earlier in the day, because we saw massive drama really play out at the airport, where Congress leaders, they were staging a massive protest next to the aircraft. That was very concerning. And the flight now has been delayed.
Delhi police also. Well, that's right, but there seems to be some lapse of communication, because if he had to be detained, arrested, produced in front of the court, all of this could have happened when he was residing in his home. So why to first allow him to board and then to tell him to deboard? So there has been some lack of communication, some lapse of communication, some delay in communication, post which, as soon as the information reached that yes, this Congress leader Pawan Khera has already boarded the flight, that's when the Delhi police got active. That's when the DCP airport got active. Otherwise, the minute you provide your identification card at the entry gate of any airport of India, you are registered. So that was not done. Point two, when his boarding pass was given. So all of this drama, all of this opportunity for the Congress party to protest at the tarmac, create a scene, could have been prevented if he would have just been detained, because there is a legitimate FIR registered against this individual, who also happens to be a Congress leader, Pawan Khera, in Assam. So the Assam police has every right to arrest him. And that is exactly what's happening. But all of this drama and this false claim by Congress party that this leaders of their is being arrested by the Assam police on the tarmac, that is wrong. Delhi police is arresting him, will be taking him to the courts, and from the courts, if a transit remand is given, the Assam police will take charge. So at this very point of time, the flight, that Indigo flight, which was supposed to go to Raipur, has been cancelled. All the other civilians, the common Indian citizens who were traveling from Delhi to Raipur, have been requested by Indigo to please deboard that plane. They will be given an alternate, and I repeat, they will be given an alternate flight in which they can travel from Delhi to Raipur, while all of these Congress leaders are still on the tarmac and protesting. Back to you, Shivangi.
Right. We're also being joined right now by Mayank Kumar, SP, Dima Hasao. If you could also take a question to him, Aishwarya, at this point of time, because I just want to go straight to him. I'll take the first question. What do we know so far, Mayank Kumar? Right now, we are getting to know that the Pawan Khera has been arrested by the Assam police.
Corey, line up.
All right, we'll go back. We'll go to Mayank Kumar, SP, Dima Hasao, but we're getting these top updates right now. Big updates are coming in. First, we're getting to know is that the Congress was protesting outside near the tarmac with a massive protest. I just want to go back to you, Aishwarya, because, let's go through the events which led to this. The Congress leader, Pawan Khera, has remained defiant even after a case was registered against him for allegedly insulting the Prime Minister Modi's late father. and he was pinning the blame on the BJP for insulting Congress's forefathers. That's what has been happening for the past few days, Aishwarya.
Well, that's right, Shivangi, but we also need to understand that at this point of time, what is happening is that the Congress party, rather than following the law, is creating a whole drama around it. The Congress party is claiming that their leader, Pawan Khera, said nothing wrong, that their leader, Pawan Khera, is not wrong at that. You have several Congress party leaders coming out and saying that it's the autocratic way, the way he's being deboarded, arrested, all of this. Yes, all of this could have been prevented on the part of the Delhi police, on the part of the DCP, who exactly knew the airport authorities, the CISF exactly knew the minute he entered the airport. So all of this drama could have been prevented. If they would have been just been arresting him, detaining him, or whatever the process requires, they would have been doing it at the entry gate of the airport, or even better, at his residence in Delhi. But they decided to deboard him. They gave a chance to the Congress party to do the drama. The Congress party seems to be playing it for the audience at this point of time, protesting, saying, raising slogans against the BJP, raising slogans against the Home Minister, saying that why this is happening. But they are forgetting that the law does not differentiate. The law is same for all. It doesn't matter whether you are a Congress leader or not. The law will catch up with you, and that's exactly what seems to be happening here. But the Congress party is just not in the habit of law catching up with their own leaders. Pawan Khera, who also happens to be a Congress leader, is forgetting what he did. And was it according to the law or not? He himself is a lawyer. I'm being told an FIR is registered against him in Assam. So the Assam police is not arresting him from the tarmac. That is false news. Delhi police is detaining him, taking him to the local courts, and from there, and there is a big if the courts grant the transit remand, then the Assam police will take control and bring him back to the airport, and then fly him back to Guwahati, and then the process will follow. Shivangi.
Right. And you just broke the news for us right now that the flight now has been cancelled. Earlier we knew that the flight was delayed. Now the flight has been cancelled due to political drama which had taken place. And what is very concerning, Aishwarya, is that because of the entire drama taking place, because of the Congress protest at the airport, on the tarmac, the flight has been cancelled. That means many other passengers are suffering. The passengers are suffering due to the dharna of the Congress. Aishwarya.
Well, absolutely. It is not only about this flight. You have civilians on the tarmac. You have civilians on the tarmac who also happen to be leader of a party which feels that it is over and above any common Indian citizen. And that's why you see that all of these leaders who are protesting on the tarmac should understand that that is also illegal. Firstly, you cannot come down onto the tarmac. That is against the rules, and they are all aware. They're all frequent flyers. They all are aware that what are the rules and what are not. But at the end of the day, just to create a scene, they know the law will catch up. They know the process will be followed. They know that it's not the Assam police, it is Delhi police. They are taking him to the local court. From the local court, if the transit remand is granted, Assam police will take control, take charge. But despite that, and that is why we say that yes, not only those few 20, 30, 40, 60 people who were on board that flight, but all the other flights. Because that runway was temporarily stopped because you had at least 30, 40 civilians on the tarmac protesting. It's a security threat. They need to understand. But at this point of time, for them, a Congress leader being questioned of law catching up with a Congress leader is such a big issue that they have forgotten about security of not hundreds but thousands of individuals, civilians, Indian citizens at the airport at that very point of time.
All right, Aishwarya, thank you for joining us. Aishwarya, our executive editor, Politics, getting us top updates right now. And this is big news coming in, viewers, right now. The flight has been cancelled due to the political drama which is playing out. The Delhi-Raipur flight cancelled because of the protests which are happening there on the tarmac by the Congress. The flight was cancelled. That means many passengers are suffering right now. And also, we have told you the big breaking which is coming in is that the Assam police in Delhi will be arresting Pawan Khera. He is to be arrested. And he's been booked for insulting the Prime Minister's father. Taking a very short break, viewers. Much more coming up on the other side as we continue to be live and breaking. A lot of political drama playing out. And also what's happening when it comes to MCD. The Aam Aadmi Party versus BJP fireworks continues. The blame game continues over late night ugly face-off in Delhi civic body. And yet another loyalist dumps Badra Congress. CRK7 dumps party, launches scathing attack.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewat district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat.
और सीधे तौर पर जिस तरीके से कांग्रेस नेताओं ने अंदर बताया था कि
Visuals coming in first on Republic. Visuals coming in, viewers, right now of the high drama which is playing out. He's been arrested by Delhi cops from the airport. Pawan Khera arrested. Visuals coming in right now. High drama playing out right over there, viewers. These are live visuals we're getting for you at this point of time. And remember that a lot of drama played out a short while back at the Delhi airport when the Congress leader Pawan Khera, he was deboarded from the plane, after which the leaders accompanying him, they staged a massive protest next to the aircraft. After that, we saw that the flight now has been cancelled. The flight has been cancelled, giving a lot of trouble to the passengers. And Pawan Khera has been arrested. And we know now next he'll be taken to Assam. Big news coming in right now, viewers. Big news coming in, and those are the visuals coming in as well. He's with the police right now. According to sources, Khera has been booked for insulting the Prime Minister's father. Very, very hectic and fast developments coming in as we see a big face-off play out over there. A lot of drama happening. These are first visuals of the Pawan Khera just post his arrest. The first visuals of Pawan Khera just after his arrest. Viewers, these are visuals coming in as we speak. These are live visuals coming in first on Republic. Remember, viewers, that this is coming in as we got the news that Assam police has sent a team to Delhi to arrest.
पवन जी साफ कह रहे हो, ये देखिए यहाँ से अरेस्ट करके गिरफ्तार करके यहाँ से दे दिया गया।
पवन जी ये नहीं पवन जी आपका क्या कहना है? आपका क्या कहना है?
आप देख रहे हैं जी, कार्रवाई चला रहे हैं, देखते हैं क्या कार्रवाई है
इस मामले में ले जाया जा रहा है।
देखते हैं, अभी सारी जानकारी मिलेगी आपको भी।
कौन लोग थे अंदर, कौन थे कांग्रेस के?
नहीं, मैं ही
आप देख सकते हैं कि रणदीप सुरजेवाला और पवन
अभी यहाँ से
दिल्ली पुलिस की गाड़ी।
All right, visuals, viewers, we saw those visuals come in. These are the first visuals post the arrest. Pawan Khera has been arrested. We just saw that entire sequence play out where they were trying to get a reaction out of him, just post his arrest. And these are details that we're getting for you, where we have learned that a FIR has been lodged in Assam over Pawan Khera's comment on PM Modi's father. Let's go back to Aishwarya Kapoor, our executive editor, is joining us. Aishwarya, our viewers are watching the first visuals of Pawan Khera after he was arrested.
These are visuals of Pawan Khera being taken out of the airport terminal and being put into the Delhi police official vehicle. He's being taken to the local court, as we said, and not what the Congress party spokespersons who are commenting and recording a video and saying that he's being arrested by the Assam police and taken to the Assam directly. The process is being followed. He has been escorted out of the terminal. You can see the DCP right in the frame. He's been taken into the Delhi police vehicle. We'll show you those visuals as well, being put into the Delhi police vehicles and being rushed to the local court. And in that court, the Assam police will ask for the transit remand, and if granted, he will be again brought to the airport, put on a flight with the Assam police officers and being taken to Guwahati. But that is up to the court. The legal process will follow. And at this point of time, Delhi police senior officials escorting Pawan Khera out of the terminal. We are forgetting that the law is same for all, irrespective whether you are a Congress leader or not. But the irony is, Shivangi, that these Congress leaders feel that only and only because they are a part of the Indian National Congress, that the law will not catch up with them. Yes, the contrarian view is that all of this drama could have been prevented if Pawan Khera would have been arrested the minute he entered the airport, or should not have been allowed to even leave his residence if the Assam police was already in the capital. So where has been the delay? All of those will be looked in. But at this point of time, the Vadra Congress leader, Pawan Khera, has been escorted out of the terminal. He has already been put into the Delhi police vehicles and is being taken to the local court. In the court, there will be a hearing whether transit remand is granted or not. If granted, he will be brought back to the airport, taken to Guwahati. If not, then his lawyers will approach the senior courts.
Right, Aishwarya. So our visuals are coming in right now. The first visuals of the arrest, after the arrest, are on the screens. Aishwarya, if you could tell our viewers exactly what this FIR was about. The FIR was lodged in Assam over Pawan Khera's comment on PM Modi's father. Do we know? In fact, I just want to take that question to Madhurima, who's joining us live as well. Madhurima, high voltage drama playing out. He has been booked. He has been arrested. Next, he will go to court. Do we have any details about that FIR which has been lodged against him? We know that it is over Pawan Khera's comment of PM Modi's father. And in the past few days, Pawan Khera has remained defiant after even the case was registered against him for insulting the Prime Minister's late father.
Well, yes, absolutely, Shivangi. What we're learning is that an FIR under relevant sections of the IPC has been registered against Mr. Khera, and this is because of the remarks that were that were made by Mr. Khera against the Prime Minister's father. But what now needs to be noted here is that this has also caused a lot of inconvenience to the civilians as well. And another flight has been arranged by Indigo to accommodate those civilians, and they will be taking that flight, and the flight in question, as you were pointing out, stands cancelled. But what needs to be noted here is that the Congress party is saying that there was no need for such an action against a remark that was made by Mr. Khera, and they are saying that this is nothing but a ploy to derail the Congress from carrying out their crucial plenary session that is supposed to begin from tomorrow in Raipur, and this is the reason why this is being done. Now, what needs to be seen here is that the BJP has distanced itself and said that it is the law taking its own course and that they do not have anything to do with it. But it has been made clear in the FIR that this has hurt the sentiments of the complainant, and like we were hearing the Assam police official, he said that he's taken cognizance of that FIR and sent a team here into the national capital. And like our political editor was pointing out, that now the charge from one police, that is from the Delhi police to the Assam police, will be given. And what needs to be noted here is now we have to see and wait and watch as to what action will be taken by the Assam police, how will he be accorded there or not. But the Congress playing well around the entire controversy. They're saying that the BJP is scared of the entire brainstorming session of the Congress party, and that they do not want the Congress party to come together and fight it out in 2024. This is what they are asserting. We heard Mr. Randeep Surjewala as well. But the kind of events that unfolded at the tarmac near the Indigo Airlines. We have the visuals that when Mr. Khera was asked to get off the plane, the entire team of Congress leader, they deboarded and they started protesting right there, delaying the flight. And now what we need to see here is that the Congress is very strong over the point that this is nothing but a ploy to derail the Congress party from carrying out this session, very crucial session of brainstorming and chalking out the political strategy for 2024 for the grand old party. But the BJP, as I was saying, has said that it's the law taking its course. They have nothing to do with it. And this is all coming after Mr. Khera had made those derogatory remarks against the Prime Minister's father following a complaint in Assam. And now that the Assam police has reached the national capital, we'll have to wait and watch as to be what would be the future course of action. Of course, Mr. Khera will be taking in legal advice as well. His lawyers will be teaming up for fighting out the case for Mr. Khera. Now we have to see as to what would be the next course of action. Shivangi, as of now, the Assam team, as we just saw the visuals, along with the airport DCP and the Assam police officials, have taken them to the nearby police station, that is the IGI airport police station, and from there the next course of legal action will be taken. Shivangi, back to you.
Right, Madhurima. So right now, Pawan Khera has been arrested by the Delhi police, and we're seeing back-to-back developments coming in. And Madhurima, what is very interesting and very concerning at the same time is the way that the Congress has reacted after Pawan Khera was deboarded. They tried to do a dharna. Those visuals on your screen right over there, you can see the Congress leaders doing a dharna on the tarmac, and behind them is the aeroplane. It's the aeroplane behind them. Now this flight had to be cancelled, viewers. I just want to go back to you, Madhurima. Just take us through exactly what happened an hour or two before the arrest was made. Because if look at the visuals on the screen, all these leaders, party leaders like Supriya Shunate, Randeep Singh Surjewala, KC Venugopal, and the entire delegation deboarded and staged a protest on the runway, raising slogans.
Well, Shivangi, the entire drama unfolded after the Assam police had reached out to Mr. Khera asking him to cooperate. But then we saw that the entire Congress delegation that was on board, along with the Karyakartas, the workers of the Congress party, deboarded the plane and began protesting. So we have to see what happens next, Shivangi.
All right, thank you, Madhurima, for getting us all the details. A flight cancelled after 2 hours of drama. Pawan Khera has now been arrested as well. Viewers will soon see what happens next. He will be produced in court. Many details coming up in the next few hours. Now we can expect this story to move very, very fast. Taking a very short break, much more coming up on the other side as we continue to be live and breaking. From Liquorgate to Snoopgate, a mega political showdown continues in the national capital.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this very district falls under the Noor, the Mewar district. Clearly see the visuals, and not only VHP but other right-wing group members, villagers, all are joining this mahapanchayat. Huge gathering could be seen of people who are supporting and backing the accused who have been named by the Rajasthan police in the FIR of the Bhavani killing.
Announcement has been done, and there you can see the sloganing Zindabad Zindabad slogans which have been raised inside the house. And Shelly Oberoi, I can see Shelly Oberoi there, she's showing the victory sign again. I can see clearly the victory sign which is being shown by Atishi and Shelly Oberoi.
Showing you the visuals from the mahapanchayat which has been called in the Hathin, and this
Thank you for staying tuned to Republic and staying tuned to this edition of Live and Breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava, tracking the big story that came in this afternoon of Congress leader Pawan Khera, who's been booked by the Assam police under several sections. In fact, multiple FIRs have been registered against the Congress leader Pawan Khera for insulting Prime Minister's father. We're also expecting the Assam police to shortly reach Delhi, where they would be seeking remand of the Congress leader. Now, this is over the remarks that he had made few days ago against Prime Minister's father. So FIR has been registered against Pawan Khera. Meanwhile, the Congress leaders who are present in large numbers staging protests outside the Delhi airport. We'll go across to Piyush as well to get us the latest that he's picking up. But the visuals there on your screens right now is of the Congress leaders who are staging a protest. They are sitting on a dharna against the arrest of Pawan Khera from the Delhi airport. So, of course, that's the latest that is coming in this hour. Remember, Pawan Khera has been booked by the Assam police. We shortly, in fact, just a few minutes back, we spoke to the Assam police official as well, who confirmed to us that an FIR has been registered against Pawan Khera under multiple sections. Not just this, we're also given to understand that the Assam police will shortly be reaching in Delhi, where they would be seeking further remand of Pawan Khera. Meanwhile, the visuals that we've been putting out is of the Congress leaders who've been sitting on a dharna for the action that's been initiated against the Congress leader Pawan Khera. In fact, remember, this comes just a few days before the Congress plenary session that would be taking place in Chhattisgarh. But let's cut across to Piyush Mishra, who's joining us. He's speaking to BJP leader RP Singh on the kind of action that the BJP is seeking to be initiated against Pawan Khera.
Well, certainly, Samiksha, a lot of furor can be clearly seen not only inside the airport but also outside the airport, where the Congress leaders are protesting. We saw visuals coming in of how they're at the tarmac. Also, the protest was going on, and then right outside the airport too, we saw the protest taking place. Right now, I'm joined with BJP's national spokesperson RP Singh to speak on this. Sir, massive protest can be clearly seen. We are now seeing as to how Pawan Khera, beg your pardon, is being first stopped. Now, what we are learning is that Assam police is coming, and then he will be produced in court and then taken to Assam. Is this justifiable, sir?
Well, this is a legal process, one. Secondly, why are they protesting at the airport? I mean, why are they protesting at the tarmac and then holding the passenger to ransom? I mean, airport is not Jantar Mantar. There's a spot in Delhi where you can go protest. And if there's so much of love and affection with Pawan Khera, they should have courted arrest with Pawan Khera. You have walked with Pawan Khera and courted arrest with him. But they didn't go along with him. But they put passengers in trouble. Issue is very simple. I mean, there's a case filed against Mr. Pawan Khera in Assam, which is a legal case where he mocked the Prime Minister's father. And people are hurt, the sentiment of people, of citizens of India is hurt. They have filed cases. Now, that case is being pursued by Assam police, a very routine matter. And he will be produced here in Delhi court and then taken to Assam for a transit thing. He will be taken to Assam and then the procedure will happen.
But why protest if there is some action which police wants to initiate? Why the Congress leaders are protesting there at the tarmac? They are also disrupting the flight. In fact, other passengers are having a lot of problems because of that.
As I said, I mean, they think the tarmac or any place for them is Jantar Mantar. Whether it's parliament, inside the parliament or the airport, I mean, they put people to inconvenience. I mean, that's the problem. I mean, if they have to protest, they could have protested, they would come out and could have protested outside the airport. Or they could have gone along with Mr. Pawan Khera and courted arrest with Mr. Pawan Khera. But not that way. They want to create a scene, and even at the cost of the public inconvenience.
Do you think that actions must be taken against these Congress leaders for protesting there at the tarmac?
There's an airport rule, and then because the flight has been delayed or have been told cancelled, whatever the status is, accordingly the airport authority should take action against whoever has delayed or probably cancel the flight.
Do you think that stopping Pawan Khera from flying to Raipur is a justifiable action at the part of police?
It's a very routine matter. I mean, if Assam police, there's a warrant from the Assam police, they have told the Delhi police to hold him so that they can produce him the court. Now they can go to court here in Delhi. Probably he will be produced in Patel House court or Sukesh court. They can go to court and challenge it there and then take some respite. But fact is that people's sentiment has been hurt for mocking the Prime Minister's father.
How do you see the allegations which he is facing?
Well, it's serious. I mean, citizen emotions and sentiment has been hurt. I can't mock your father. You can't mock my father. I mean, he's the Prime Minister of the country. And also, they don't take pride in their father's name. We take pride in the Indian culture. We take pride in our father's name. I mean, they don't put Jahangir Gandhi as a name after their name. I mean, their grandfather's name was Feroz Jahangir Gandhi. But practically, Rajiv Gandhi should have been Rajiv Jahangir Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi should have been Rahul Jahangir Gandhi. But they are ashamed of their legacy. But we all are proud of our legacy. And especially, father who has nothing to do with politics. He has nothing to do with politics. I mean, you keep abusing Prime Minister, you keep calling names on the Prime Minister, at various sort of names, I mean, which is again offensive. But yes, that is political slugfest which you play, but not bring father in between, don't bring parents in between.
So, Samiksha, that's the word coming in from BJP, where it is now hitting out at the Congress leaders for protesting there at the tarmac and also outside the airport. In fact, they are saying that it is happening. The police's action is very much justifiable because the sentiments of the people across the country have been hurt.
All right, Piyush, thank you for taking us through all those details. The BJP demanding strictest action to be initiated against Congress leader Pawan Khera for insulting Prime Minister's late father. Remains to be seen the kind of action that's initiated against Pawan Khera next. But remember, the Assam police is already on its way en route Delhi and would be seeking remand for Pawan Khera. So he's been booked. Several FIRs that have been registered against the Congress leader for insulting Prime Minister's late father. Meanwhile, the Congress continues to sit on a dharna at the Delhi airport against the arrest of Pawan Khera. In fact, on that note, let's listen into the reaction that's coming from Congress leader Randeep Singh Surjewala.
आज हम सब इंडिगो की फ्लाइट से कांग्रेस महाअधिवेशन के लिए रायपुर जा रहे हैं। यकायक उन्होंने हमारे साथी पवन खेड़ा जी को कहा कि आपका बैग रह गया है। उनके पास कोई बैग है ही नहीं। आखिर में पुलिस आई और कहा कि असम पुलिस ने कोई FIR दर्ज की है। तो हमने कहा कि आप गिरफ्तार कर लीजिए, प्रोडक्शन वारंट मजिस्ट्रेट का दीजिए या गिरफ्तारी का लिखित ऑर्डर दीजिए। ना वो FIR देते, ना मजिस्ट्रेट का प्रोडक्शन वारंट उनके पास है, ना उनके पास कोई गिरफ्तारी का ऑर्डर है। ये बिल्कुल सरासर गैर कानूनी है। दिल्ली पुलिस और असम पुलिस उन्होंने हमारे जहाज को रोक रखा है ज़बरदस्ती। हमारे प्लेन को जाने नहीं दे रहे, हमें महाअधिवेशन में जाने नहीं दे रहे। ना वो प्रोडक्शन वारंट प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, ना गिरफ्तारी का ऑर्डर दे रहे हैं। कहते हैं कि सब कुछ मुजबानी है, हेमंतो बिस्वा शर्मा ने दिया है। हेमंतो बिस्वा शर्मा कोई भगवान है जो मुजबानी ऑर्डर पास कर देगा?
All right, so there you heard the reaction that's coming from the Congress leader where they say that how this is vendetta on part of BJP. Remember, this comes just days ahead of the plenary session of the Congress that would be taking place in Raipur. And what we're also given to understand is that not just Pawan Khera, but along with him, several Congress leaders were trying to board that plane to travel to Raipur for that plenary session, the 3-day event. That will be held in the state of Chhattisgarh. Meanwhile, a reaction that's also came in from the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister, who also called it a vendetta of politics by the BJP, saying that all of this comes just days ahead of the plenary session of the Congress, and how what Congress claims is that they are being targeted by the ruling dispensation at the Senate.
देखिए, एक तरफ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जो केंद्र सरकार है वो राज्य में हमको डिस्टर्ब कर रही है कि हम ठीक से आयोजन ना कर पाए। इसके लिए तमाम हमारे जो कार्यकर्ता हैं, पार्टी के पदाधिकारी हैं, उसके घर में रेड डाला गया। सरकार को डिस्टर्ब करने के लिए 3 कार्यालय में कल फिर से रेड डाला गया। अभी तक उनकी जांच चल रही है। वो अधिकारी कर्मचारी किस हालत में है, ये मेरे लिए बड़ी चिंता की बात है। दूसरी बात यह है कि जो हमारे मेहमान आ रहे हैं, जो प्रवक्ता हैं, उसको रोका जा रहा है। और ऐसा कोई बड़ा अपराध नहीं है जिसके कारण से उसको प्लेन से उतारा जाए, क्योंकि उद्देश्य से भाग रहे, ऐसी कोई स्थिति नहीं है। इतना बड़ा कोई अपराधी नहीं पवन खेरा जी, वेल नोन पर्सनालिटी हैं, रोज मीडिया में आते हैं। तो जिसको कोई ना जानता हो वो छुप जाए, ऐसी कोई ऐसी शख्सियत भी नहीं है। लेकिन उसको वहां से प्लेन से उतारा जाना, इसका मतलब ये है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस महाधिवेशन से बेहद डरी हुई है। इसी किसी न किसी माध्यम से इसको डिस्टर्ब करना चाहती है, असफल करना चाहती है। लेकिन मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता और आयोजन समिति के सब साथी इससे और मजबूती के साथ उसमें डटे हुए हैं। और देश भर के जो कार्यकर्ताओं के जो संदेश आ रहे हैं वो यही है कि यह महाधिवेशन सफल होकर रहेगी।
So there you heard the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister calling it all a vendetta politics by the BJP. This of course comes after Pawan Khera, who was picked up from the Delhi airport. This just minutes before he was trying to board that plane, the Raipur bound plane for Chhattisgarh for the plenary session of the Congress that would be held in a few days' time. So of course
towards the police station, the police barricades has been broken. You can see the visuals as well. We are just in the midway of the crowd where the protest is happening, and you can see the slogans, and in fact the entire situation is getting tense and the police is trying to control the situation as well. We are trying to show you the entire visuals, just because almost 500 cops आप देख सकते हैं कि 500 से ज़्यादा पुलिस वाले यहाँ पे डिप्लॉय थे, लेकिन अब जो है वो बैरिकेड्स तोड़ दिए गए हैं। इनका ये कहना था कि जो पुलिस स्टेशन के बाहर तक ये लोग प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे और वहाँ तक ये लोग पहुँच गए हैं। ये तस्वीरें आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह से ये सिचुएशन यहाँ पे बनी हुई है और बिल्कुल पुलिस स्टेशन के बाहर जो है यहाँ तक ये लोग पहुँच चुके हैं और इनके हाथ में तलवार, डंडे, सब तरह की जो है वो है। तस्वीरें आप देख सकते हैं किस तरह से, क्योंकि ये इन्होंने कॉल दी थी कि जो केस रजिस्टर हुआ था उस केस में जितनी गिरफ्तारी हुई है उनको छुड़वाने की कॉल दी थी। आप तस्वीरों में देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह से यहाँ पे भी धक्के बज रहे हैं। मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन को कहूँगा कि थोड़ा सा एक साइड पे ज़रूर आए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे सिचुएशन बहुत टेंस है। बिल्कुल पुलिस स्टेशन का एक गेट है वहाँ तक पहुँच चुके हैं। हम जो तस्वीर दिखा रहे हैं ये अमृतसर के अजनाला पुलिस स्टेशन की है, जहाँ पे पुलिस बैरिकेड्स को तोड़ने के बाद जो है यहाँ पे पहुँच चुके हैं। ये तस्वीरें आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह से पुलिस जो है वो यहाँ पे इनको रोकने की कोशिश कर रही है, लेकिन ये लोग अंदर घुसने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। ये अंदर घुसने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। तस्वीरों में आप देख सकते हैं ये अमृतपाल के सारे सपोर्टर्स हैं, क्योंकि अमृतपाल के खिलाफ एक मामला दर्ज हुआ था। आप तस्वीरें और देखिए, तस्वीर और बदतर होती चली जा रही है। ये पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर घुसने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। तस्वीरें देखिए, ये देखिए लाठियों से। ये तस्वीर लाठी चार्ज हो चुका है यहाँ पे तस्वीर बहुत बदतर हो चुकी है। कृष्णा, यहाँ तस्वीर बहुत बदतर हो चुकी है। पत्थर है चलाने शुरू कर दिए, इन्होंने पत्थर चलाने शुरू कर दिए हैं। पुलिस स्टेशन अंदर घुस गए ये लोग। कृष्णा, मीडिया में बाजी। मीडिया बांध गया। विजुअल। हेलो, well, you can see the visuals. They have entered into the police.
Now, massive drama that's being seen in Amritsar, where the Amritpal supporters can be seen going on a rampage. Swords as well as, in fact, swords have been wielded. The visuals there on your screens right now, yet to get more details. But as we speak, situation only seems to be escalating. We're given to understand that swords, lathis, weapons were wielded as the police tried to control the situation. The Delhi, in fact, the Punjab police, they're trying to control the situation as we speak. But definitely, the situation looks tense as the Amritpal supporters can be seen going on a complete rampage. Swords and lathis can be seen being wielded by the Amritpal supporters as we speak. In fact, not just swords and lathis, stones are also being pelted. The police, they're trying to control the situation. But situation definitely is escalating from what we're given to understand at this point.
ये तस्वीरें आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह से पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर ये सारे लोग पहुंच चुके हैं। ये पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर है, सारी सिक्योरिटी की बैरिकेडिंग जो है वो तोड़ने के बाद जो सारे लोग हैं जो प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे वो अंदर पहुंच चुके हैं। अंदर ये पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर और अंदर घुसने की कोशिश हो रही है। तस्वीरें आपके सामने हैं कि किस तरह से जो लोग हैं यहाँ पे पहुँच गए हैं। सिचुएशन बहुत ख़राब हो चुकी है। हालांकि पुलिस ने भारी भरकम बैरिकेडिंग लगाई थी, लेकिन वो सारी बैरिकेडिंग को तोड़ दिया गया और बैरिकेडिंग तोड़ने के बाद पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर तक जो है ये सारे लोग पहुंच चुके हैं। ये जो तस्वीर है ये पुलिस स्टेशन का गेट है और पुलिस स्टेशन का गेट अंदर से बंद कर दिया गया है। आप तस्वीरों में देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह से ये माहौल तनावपूर्ण बनता हुआ नजर आ रहा है। आप तस्वीरें देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह से जो है अभी भी अंदर जाने की कोशिश जो है वो की जा रही है। ये तस्वीरें देख सकते हैं। ये तस्वीर जो है ये बहुत ही हैरान करने वाली तस्वीर है कि किस तरह से जो लोग हैं वो यहाँ पे पहुँचे हैं और पहुँचने के बाद पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर घुस चुके हैं। मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन को कहूँगा कि एक सेफ जगह पे ज़रूर पहुँचें, क्योंकि ये लोग कई तरीके से कई तरफ से जो है इन्होंने एक अटैक कर दिया और अटैक करने के बाद ये पुलिस स्टेशन को पूरा इन्होंने कैप्चर कर लिया। ये तस्वीर आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह से जो तलवारें, डंडे, भाले सब यहाँ पे हैं और इन लोगों ने पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर तक जो है वो धाबा बोल दिया है, क्योंकि इनका कहना ये था कि जो FIR दर्ज हुई है, जो अमृतपाल सिंह के खिलाफ FIR दर्ज हुई है, उसमें जो लोग गिरफ्तार हुए हैं उनको छुड़वाया जाए। ये तस्वीर आप देख सकते हैं। मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन को कहूँगा कि थोड़ा दूर से दिखाने की कोशिश करें, करें कि आखिरकार माहौल क्या है। माहौल यहाँ पे बहुत ही ज़्यादा खतरनाक हो चुका है। कोई भी सीनियर पुलिस ऑफिशियल हमें कहीं भी नज़र नहीं आ रहा है और ये जो तस्वीर है ये तस्वीर बहुत हैरान करने वाली तस्वीर है। और ये तस्वीर पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर की है। अजनाला पुलिस स्टेशन है अमृतसर में, लगभग अमृतसर शहर से तकरीबन 30 किलोमीटर दूरी पे बाहर की तरफ एयरपोर्ट रोड की तरफ ये पुलिस स्टेशन है, जहां पे एक FIR हुई थी। उस FIR में किडनैपिंग का केस दर्ज किया गया था अमृतपाल और उनके साथियों के खिलाफ, लेकिन उनका ये कहना है कि वो केस जो था वो गलत केस था और आज जो उस केस में अमृतपाल के अलावा जो लोग अरेस्ट हुए थे उनको छुड़वाने की और अमृतपाल को सरेंडर करवाने के साथ ये लोग यहाँ पे पहुँचे थे। ये सुबह सारे लोग शुरू हुए थे अमृतपाल के गांव से, जल्लूपुर खेड़े से, और यहाँ तक पहुँचते भारी संख्या हो चुकी और जिसके बाद इन्होंने पुलिस की जो मल्टी लेयर बैरिकेडिंग थी उसको तोड़ के पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर तक पहुंच चुके हैं। और अब ये जो है वो पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर की तस्वीर है, एक गेट के अंदर की तस्वीर है और गेट के अंदर जो है अब पुलिस वाले कम और जो अमृतपाल के जो सपोर्टर्स हैं वो ज़्यादा दिख रहे हैं। आप तस्वीरों में देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह से जो है ये माहौल, ये तनावपूर्ण स्थिति यहाँ पे बनी हुई है। यहाँ पे इस समय कुछ भी हो सकता है। हालांकि जिस समय बैरिकेड तोड़े गए तब बहुत से लोगों को चोटें आई और धक्का मुक्की सब कुछ हुआ और पुलिस वालों को भी गिराया गया और उसके बाद जो है पुलिस स्टेशन में सब ने एंट्री की और एंट्री करने के बाद ये यहाँ पे तस्वीर जो है बिल्कुल स्पष्ट है कि एंट्री करने के बाद आखिरकार किस तरह से ये माहौल जो है यहाँ पुलिस स्टेशन का कुछ और ही तब्दील हो चुका है। लगभग 1 घंटा पहले यहाँ पे माहौल कुछ और था, चारों तरफ पुलिस तैनात थी। इस पुलिस स्टेशन को चारों तरफ से पुलिस बैरिकेडिंग लगा के बंद किया गया था, लेकिन जब प्रोटेस्ट आया तब वो प्रोटेस्ट इतनी हजूम के साथ आया कि वो सारी बैरिकेडिंग को तोड़ दिया गया। बैरिकेडिंग को तोड़ने के बाद जो है पुलिस स्टेशन के गेट के ऊपर जो बैरिकेडिंग थी उसको भी तोड़ा गया और अब पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर जो है दाखिल हो चुके हैं। और पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर आप तस्वीरों में देख सकते हैं कि अभी जो है ये क्या माहौल चल रहा है। ये माहौल मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन को ज़रूर कहूँगा कि एक सेफ जगह पे ऊपर आके विजुअल्स दिखाएं आपको, क्योंकि इस समय जो है वो कहीं से भी पत्थर आ रहे थे, कहीं से भी डंडे आ रहे थे। कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा था कि आखिरकार कहाँ से कौन अटैक कर रहा है और किसके ऊपर कर रहा है। ये तस्वीरें आप देखिए, ये तस्वीरें देखिए, ये तस्वीरें देखिए। ये जो गिरफ्तार हुए हैं उनकी तस्वीर जो है वो लेके आए हैं और उनको छुड़वाने की जो मांग की जा रही है। ये तस्वीरें बहुत हैरान करने वाली तस्वीरें हैं। पंजाब के अमृतसर के अजनाला पुलिस स्टेशन की ये तस्वीर है। मैं आपको दिखाऊं कि ये पुलिस स्टेशन का गेट है जहां पे सारे के सारे प्रोटेस्टर्स जो हैं वो यहां पे पहुंचे हुए हैं, जिन्होंने गेट को बंद कर दिया। और ये पीछे की तस्वीर, पुलिस स्टेशन के पीछे की तस्वीर ही हम दिखाते हैं आपको। ये पीछे की तस्वीर है कि जहां पे सारे पुलिसकर्मी यहां पे पहुंचे हुए हैं। हालांकि इनके हाथ में शील्ड भी है, लेकिन जिस तरह से बाहर से पत्थरबाजी हुई उसके बाद सबने अपनी एक सेफ जगह बना ली। ओवर टू स्टूडियो।
Continuously getting you all the latest from Amritsar, where you can see the supporters of Amritpal who've stormed the police station there, and not just that, they are seen wielding swords and lathis while the police is trying to contain the situation, but situation definitely tense and only escalating from what it appears. The supporters of Amritpal Singh, who have gathered in large numbers, who stormed the Amritsar police station. The police there trying to control the situation, trying to speak to the Amritpal supporters, but the supporters of Amritpal Singh, who are on a rampage, are seen wielding swords and lathis. Not just this, a short while back they were also seen pelting stones at the police officials. So of course that's the latest coming in. Amandeep reporting live from the location while we get you the latest on what is happening at that particular location. You see the visuals there on your screens right now of Amritpal supporters who are trying who are there wielding swords and lathis while the police is trying to speak to those supporters of Amritpal Singh. To Amandeep as well to get us the latest, but just to give a recap of what has happened in the last couple of minutes. The supporters of Amritpal Singh was seen on a rampage. They were wielding swords at the police officials. There were barricades broken by supporters of Amritpal Singh. They were also seen attacking policemen with stones. They gathered in large numbers. This is over an FIR that was registered by the Punjab police against Amritpal Singh. So they are saying that essentially they are saying that FIR should be taken back and that there should be no action initiated against Amritpal Singh. The police, they're trying to control the situation, but from what it appears, it only appears that the situation is only escalating here on. You can see the visuals of the supporters who are hundreds in number gathered to build that pressure on the Punjab police. Amandeep continues to be with us. Amandeep, give us a sense as to what is happening at this stage.
समीक्षा, ये लोग जो है पुलिस स्टेशन के गेट के ऊपर बैठ गए हैं। अब इन्होंने यहाँ पे प्रदर्शन करना शुरू कर दिया है। हालांकि पहले प्रदर्शन जो है वो बाहर सड़क पे चल रहा था, लेकिन अब बैरिकेड तोड़ने के बाद, पुलिस स्टेशन में घुसने के बाद इन्होंने गेट के बाहर प्रदर्शन करना शुरू कर दिया और मांग कर रहे हैं कि जो उस FIR में अरेस्ट हुए हैं उनको रिलीज किया जाए। और ये तस्वीर देख सकते हैं, तो ये तस्वीर पुलिस स्टेशन के बिल्कुल गेट की है, जो कि बिल्डिंग की प्रेमिसेस में एंटर होता है। हालांकि जो पुलिस स्टेशन का ज्यूरिडिक्शन का गेट है वो ऑलरेडी ये लोग एंटर कर चुके हैं, और उसके बाद जो है ये पुलिस स्टेशन का जो मेन गेट है, जहां से अंदर SHO का ऑफिस और बाकी जगह ऑफिस हैं, वो यहाँ से होते हैं। और ये इन लोगों की ये मांग है कि उनको सबको रिलीज़ किया जाए जिनको गिरफ्तार किया गया है उस FIR में। ये तस्वीर आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह ये लोग यहाँ गैदर हुए हैं, और जो तस्वीरें उनकी जिनको गिरफ्तार किया गया उनकी तस्वीरें भी यहाँ पे लेके पहुँचे हुए हैं। ये तस्वीरें आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह इनके हाथों में जो हथियार भी मौजूद हैं। और जब पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर एंट्री हुई तो तब पत्थरबाजी भी हुई, और पत्थरबाजी होने के बाद जो पुलिस डिप्लॉय थी यहाँ से, लगभग 700 के अराउंड पुलिस वाले यहाँ पे डिप्लॉय थे, और उनके बाद उनको पत्थरबाजी और बैरिकेड तोड़ने के बाद इन लोगों ने यहाँ पे अपना धरना जमा लिया है। ये तस्वीर आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे धरना, ये लोग अब बैठ गए हैं। अब ये बैठ के प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं और ये डिमांड कर रहे हैं कि आखिर उनको रिलीज़ किया जाए। ये माहौल और ये तस्वीर बहुत हैरान करने वाली तस्वीर है समीक्षा, कि जिस तरह से इन लोगों ने पहले बैरिकेड्स तोड़े और उसके बाद पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर, और जो पुलिस है वो सारी की सारी बैकफुट पे आ गई, और जो प्रोटेस्टर्स हैं अब पुलिस स्टेशन के गेट पे बैठे हुए हैं, और गेट पे बैठकर ये लोग जो हैं वो अब धरना प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं। ये मांग कर रहे हैं कि आखिरकार जो लोग 365 यानी कि किडनैपिंग केस की एफआईआर में अरेस्ट हुए हैं उनको रिलीज़ किया जाए, क्योंकि वही एफआईआर अमृतपाल के खिलाफ भी है। वरिंदर नाम के एक आदमी जो चमकौर साहिब का रहने वाला है, उसने कंप्लेंट दी थी कि उसको गोल्डन टेम्पल से किडनैप करके मारा पीटा गया अमृतपाल और उसके साथियों की तरफ से। लेकिन उसके बाद एक एफआईआर होती है, एफआईआर इसी पुलिस स्टेशन की अजनाला पुलिस स्टेशन में इसी तरह एफआईआर दर्ज होती है, जिसके बाद इनसे डिमांड की जाती है कि जो एफआईआर है उसको रद्द की जाए और जो गिरफ्तारी है उनको छोड़ा जाए। लेकिन इस तरह का पुलिस से कुछ नहीं होता, जिसके बाद अमृतपाल की तरफ से कल ये कॉल दी जाती है कि ये लोग सभी जो हैं वो मार्च करेंगे पुलिस स्टेशन की तरफ अपने साथियों को छुड़ाने के लिए और एफआईआर को कैंसिल करवाने के लिए। लेकिन जब मार्च शुरू होता है तो मार्च कुछ और ही तब्दील हो जाता है। जो तकरीबन 1 घंटा पहला यहाँ पे कुछ तस्वीर और थी, लेकिन 1 घंटे बाद की तस्वीर आप बिल्कुल देख सकते हैं। पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर जो है वो लोग यहाँ पे बैठ चुके हैं, अपना धरना प्रदर्शन उन्होंने जमा लिया है, और अब उनकी मांग ये है कि उनके साथी जो हैं यहाँ पे जिनको अरेस्ट किया गया है वो उनको छुड़ाया जाए। ये तस्वीरें आप देख सकते हैं। हालांकि पुलिस की तरफ से कोई भी नेगोशिएशन की बात अभी शुरू नहीं की गई है, कोई भी सीनियर पुलिस अधिकारी यहाँ पे मौके पर मौजूद नहीं है, और इन लोगों ने धरना प्रदर्शन जो है यहाँ पे जमा लिया है। जी, ओवर टू स्टूडियो।
Sandeep getting us all the latest reporting live from that location in Amritsar, where Amritpal supporters have gathered in large numbers. Latest what we are learning is that Amritpal supporters have laid siege to the police station, and as we speak, while the supporters of Amritpal Singh have stormed the police station, the police officials can be seen outside. In fact, let's take a closer look at that exact sequence that came in when the supporters of Amritpal Singh were seen on a complete rampage, wielding those swords and lathis and even stone pelting at the police officials.
तस्वीर और बदतर होती चली जा रही है। ये पुलिस स्टेशन के